Everyone, and welcome back to Evandale and Kill City Sinners. Please tell me I have sound. Yes, thank God I do have sound. Okay. So, who wants to recap last week? Because holy shit.
You know what? I'll take a stab at it. You're welcome, Eric.
And I'll pick it up, and then Erin, I'll pick it up from the end of the last episode.
Well, let's hope I get to that point. So, we started in the syntax where there's been a murder, and the crew has to figure out what is going on with the ensuing chaos from said murder. And the guys help out Haven as she stubbornly tries to investigate. And there is a syndicate, an entire syndicate, who is going to wreck them. And,
Simulant.
Yeah, sorry, Simulant, who's going to wreck them. And Kode yo-yos it to death, which is cool. Killian sends Haven underground, which is really neat. And virtually, and then we find out that the good doctor is fucked up, and we have to get him somewhere so that he can probably die safe and happy in his bed like Rose from the Titanic. And we get to Mama V's, and Hacksaw shows up, and there's a bunch of heartfelt things happening. Is that when we do the surgery? Do we do the surgery for Mama V for Yep.
And it was successful.
It was a success, thank goodness. And I think that's when the doctor goes into the good light, and I'm missing something in between that.
It's all right. You got it. You got it.
Okay. Yay.
So Dr. Faustus is currently situated in a chair, if I'm not mistaken, or does he kind of slump down against the wall on the floor?
Oh, he was in the chair.
In chair. So Faustus, laying there, the chair more supporting him than his own muscles are. His flesh coming up around him, each of it scarred with aberrations caused by the cybernetics in him. Psychosis also had taken its hold. He had called out for Hacksaw, and Hacksaw, the big lug that he is, came in, and people were watching, and soon enough Taylor and Dietz also came in, and everyone watched as Dr. Faustus lay there dying. Hacksaw reached out to touch him, and something had occurred. Faustus had been going back and forth in pain, talking to a disembodied voice that only he was able to hear, and it sounded awful. Killian, as your friend lay there dying, do you recall the last moments of that voice that Dr. Faustus may have heard just based on his reactions?
He was very disturbed as to the entity that he felt was taking him over, that he was sharing within his cyber brain during the cyber psychosis.
Kode, Dr. Faustus had performed the surgery on your mother, Mama V. Multiple surgeries now, 3 of them to be exact. And we all know that Hacksaw has been his medical assistant all this time, a 6'10" giant meat bag with the IQ of a rock. But he's been there, and Faustus, that is, one way or another, through Hacksaw perhaps at times. What was your relationship to Dr. Faustus?
He was the doc that made sure that we were okay whenever we went on the missions prior. In order of the people that I am close, as Kode is close to, it would be Haven, who he met in the syntax, the doc, who went on one of the early missions during one of the raids that were done, and then it would be Anon, who obviously came on because technology. I'm not going to interact with that much, but Doc was literally like in that tier of friendship. It was like I got my buddy that I go out and do crime with, and then I got the doc who makes sure we don't kill ourselves. Like that's where that relationship stood.
The doctor laying there, Hacksaw leaning over him, talking to him, the words kind of coming in and out as everyone is grieving in their own way. Hacksaw pleading with him that, don't go, don't go. There's been several times that we go back in time and we remember hearing Hacksaw tell the doctor, no, I'll never do wrong. I've got you. I'll always do the job for you. And yeah, thank you so much for always... Dr. Faustus had taught Hacksaw everything, but none of you ever knew Hacksaw to really understand anything. When Hacksaw began to touch him, feelings and emotions started to spike. There was worry, there was concern. Which of you were trying to caution Hacksaw not to touch the doctor out of fear of whatever it is that the doctor is experiencing would pass over to Hacksaw?
That would have been me.
What were you doing to prevent that before Hacksaw actually was able to touch him?
I actually was physically standing between him and the good doctor, and he had used him with his large maws and kind of shoved me to the side.
Like a giant dog who has been faithful for years, Hacksaw bowled over Killian just to be able to spend last minutes with Dr. Faustus. When Faustus's final breaths came, they were immediately after Hacksaw touched him. Faustus heard something, so did Hacksaw, and something passed. Various lights and LEDs on all the augmentations of the good doctor slowly blinked and faded. And then you were able to see new ones beginning to appear on Hacksaw. Not new augmentations, but Killian, you recognize something was happening in the veil itself. And Hacksaw was now being affected by it. He stood up, sobbing, completely in tears. It was over. Dr. Faustus was gone. In the veil, Anon sees what Hacksaw has become. His eye looks remarkably like the doctor's. His hand, not an augmentation, has some kind of augmentation over it within the veil. And while none of this is actually making its way into physical form, it does seem to be there. Hacksaw stands, looks around, his hands hanging at his side, his head low, his breathing rapid and shallow. He feels a hand come over, pat him, and he touches it. Kode, if you always watched me as I took care. I'll promise I'll watch you. He would want me to watch you. So you just see one last dry tear. All the moisture in his body pretty much gone at this point. And he begins walking away.
Hey man. No tears. We got work to do.
He turns around, barely able to see over his own big-ass shoulder. Kind of nods. Understanding. He looks over at Haven. And all you see is an ebb and a flow of emotion coming off of him. Deep purples and blues. Like washing the entire room and everyone else with it. Each person's individual emotion still there as well, of course. But he lost a father. He looked over at Dietz and Taylor and kind of looked back down at the ground, not even really acknowledging who they are. They stood aside. Dietz looked over Non, you all right?
You know, I want to say yes. There's things that we try to get used to doing this profession. You know what I mean? But it's always a little different when it's the ones that are the closest to you. But I mean, it. I know it's not my augs because even though I got a little bit of the dust in my eyes there, I was peering through the veil a bit when I was looking at the kid as he was walking out, and he's got a piece of the doc in him.
You see, Shari is like looking over at you.
Yeah. I'm noticing that too.
It kind of makes me think because, orgs, and no offense, Cody, but the orgies, they usually say that, energy can't be, created or destroyed, that it has to, ebb and flow somewhere, kind of like the way that energy flows through circuitry and things of that nature.
Yeah.
I think quite literally the kid took in the doc. It almost looked as if he was like avataring for the doc. You know what I mean? Like the doc had a connection with him on a Cody, how do y'all call that? The spiritual level or whatever, right? Like I think that's what I read, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like what would be classified as a singularity. So it's the thing we do when we reach our perfect selves. We have a full understanding of our physical through introspection and our mental through enlightenment. We have a combination of those two, the understanding of our whole world. And once you have that, it's really nothing in either world that can harm you. The strange thing is, I didn't think your types could see something like that.
You see
Right.
Shari, adding those words, kind of step forward a little bit, shoot a glance at Cody, look over with much more caring eyes over Killian, and then look back with a stern look. And then out of the corner of her eye, she sees Faustus's body and then cools down for a moment.
I think he means like how we call it like the the CPU, the motherboard. I think you guys, I think I looked at this through the search engines. I think y'all called it like collective consciousness or something like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how do you say source? Right? Is that the word you guys?
It's kind of like the well. It is also known as the well too. It's a place that exists everywhere all at once, but we are connected to it because we're the only pilots for it. Same the source. Like I don't know your
Like
words.
like an avatar. Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hacksaw, a mere 10 feet, 15 feet away, turns around and looks at everyone. He's been in his own world throughout this entire conversation, slowly migrating towards the door, more out of habit than purpose. He looks back. I don't really... I know that he's in me. I mean, but it's memory. It's not, it's not real. I know that...
Hey, reality is just ones and zeros, kid. Or like, how do y'all say perception? You know what I mean? Like, trust me. Like, and then on like, kind of with like a little abstract gestures of his hands, he kind of like causes a ripple of the ones and zeros to kind of wave, almost the way that violinists would run their fingers over strings, and you just see it ripple, and he goes, "See, like reality's it's how you perceive it, kid. You know what I mean? Like as long as you believe it, as long as you feel it, it's a thing."
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, Hack.
Yeah.
I know that I tend to be like perceived as the most emotional one of the bunch, but I gotta be practical here. Did the doctor have any like last will and testament, or like what he wanted done with his body? Usually they go in the furnace. Or
Listen,
I've
never seen him with a data pad, Haven. I've never seen a doc with a data pad. That man's was brilliant. The man's was brilliant. So having a will and testament, I doubt it. Hack, if you know something I don't, or maybe Killian, you can find something.
While you were talking, Hacksaw his eyes kind of veered off for a moment, and then his right eye, that looks remarkably like the doctor's own, kind of does a thing. It twirls in and out and what have you, and then he opens his mouth, and from that you hear the doctor's voice answering that question.
No, just make sure that the body doesn't infect anyone.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's kind of still teaching me things.
Actively.
Hold up. Hold up. Cody looks at the doc in the chair, looks up at Hacksaw's big ass.
Hacksaw looks at you and just, he looks normal.
Hack.
Yeah?
Doc?
He's feeling kind of dead right now, so he may not answer.
No, Hack, not any.
Cody, I told you he uploaded the doc. It kinda, yeah.
What?
Oh, I thought you meant something else. I thought that was some weird, download my brain, leave my humanity behind bullshit. That shit's happening. That happened. He's in there.
Yeah, he's not the only person there. There's about 20 others right now inside my head that are all saying thank you all saying there's Lonely Tortoise just kind of granted 20 subs to the stream.
Lonely, that's a lot of memories.
That's a lot of memories from a lot of people, and now they're all in my head, and I will speak with all of their voices.
Is this like a situation where the universe is actually a giant tortoise? Just one lonely tortoise.
Where did this lonely tortoise app appear on my phone?
It's a dating app. 20 hot new singles near you.
Holy pants. All right.
Holy pants. That's weird.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Lonely Tortoise, thank you.
Date a turtle? Shell yeah.
Doc, you really are in there.
Holy shit, Manda! Thanks for calling. But so you guys can't see on the stream, but Manda, our amazing mod, is hanging out. We could see her on Zoom, and she's just the jaw is just open. So Lonely Tortoise, thank you so much for that. All right, that was amazing. Well, let's keep it going.
So I have so many fucking questions, y'all. I have so many questions.
Before you do, let me just answer this because the doc passing is still fresh in my head, and like all of us. But there was words that he said, and I want to make sure that I spit it out before I fucking forget, because we're gonna be worried about last rights and all that. The doc said to go to Gray Steel Cybernetics and check their records. He said to look up some Brian Talbot in the employee records, and he said to look up Mephistolus. Those were his last words he told me before he gave up the ghost. Before he system restarted.
Hacksaw's looking at you, Anon, in a very peculiar way that he's never looked at you before. It's the same way that Faustus has looked at you when he was scrutinizing something you said.
Oh, okay, so you're giving me that Fausty side eye, so I clearly shit the bed in some way. What? Did I say something wrong?
No, I think you got it right.
Oh,
I think he was more impressed by people actually listening to him for once.
I listen to the doc all the time. Like his favorite drink was gin and tonic.
Yeah, he says yeah.
Admittedly, I don't. I don't listen. I didn't listen to the document, but he was cool as fuck.
Hold on for 1 second, because I think he wants to say something about the proper disposal of his remnants.
Last will and testament, yo. Do the recording thing where you hear the forever. Like, Killian, handle the thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doctor.
Yeah, Doc.
Guys, it's not the easiest for me to do this. I honestly I don't want this body infecting or hurting anything. Nearest furnace, dump me in. Just pour one out for me whenever you remember to.
Do you have any like client files? I don't know. Is there like a
follow
privacy thing or
spreadsheet?
The hacksaw knows where the files are.
Yeah, I can lead you there.
Yo, Doc,
Yeah,
you cool as fuck.
he knows. He's nodding his head and he smiles.
Sorry, Ma.
And she's looking at you. She's got like a spoon in her hand.
Oh shit! No, that wasn't me. I know we have similar
Yeah,
accents.
that was me.
It was your boy. It wasn't me.
That was me. Sorry, Ma. Let's do what we need to, and not bring any like heat on us.
yeah, I just want to, be respectful. This is Mama V's house. We don't need dead bodies piling up. No offense, Doc. No offense, Doc.
Hacksaw is like looking at you with a blank hacksaw look.
Yeah.
Cody's gonna run up to like the little storage area that had like the ironing board, and like the linen closet, like in a little hideaway. Yep, and he's gonna like pull that out and make a quick like gurney for the dock.
So, we're going to advance our scene.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow Faustus, through Hacksaw, deliver the instructions of how his body will be best disposed. Mike, if you don't mind, can you please narrate how your character is taken care of?
Yeah, sure. I think it's, Faustus never tried to set himself up as anything other than sort of a doctor to the people. He didn't charge people for what he did. He didn't try to elevate his own status by the service. So I don't think he sees any fitting end other than kind of the same treatment that anybody in the pit would get, which is you find the nearest sort of, trash reclamation furnace, make sure no UCU are looking, then, quick word and a smile and dump them in.
Hacksaw delivers all of that to you. Is there anything that you guys do outside of that should be remarkable?
I'm gonna make sure we got a gin and tonic. He did say pour one after for him, so as he falls, so will the drops.
Okay. So as a drone camera zooms out of the area, and before it flies out from the scene, wrapping it up completely, we see all of our friends there. The Sinners, Shari, Taylor, Dietz, Hacksaw, standing over a fire pit that is beginning to consume the doctor's body. And just as the last thing, as the camera then comes up and it fades, we see everyone holding up a glass. To the doctor. And our scene then fades. We come back up on Dietz. Haven, would you mind telling us where the post gathering is going to take place?
It will be at deep. It'll be at Hal's.
It'll be where?
Hal's. It's gonna be Hal's, baby.
Oh, you guys finally found Hal's?
We're going to Hal's.
So for a long time, the party has been trying to find the roving band of, the roving truck called Hal's Famous Burgers, which only is Hal's Famous Hot Dogs. Excuse me, which is only in the sewer system of the city. And we're going to give it to you guys this time. So congratulations. There's an actual. Yes. You guys managed to get down there. The scene shifts. We see there is a rundown truck manned by two people that are feeding a massive line. Directly above all of this, there was a block party. And directly under that is the sewer that actually has House this time around. You guys find yourself in line about 50 deep waiting. And you've already been waiting for like an hour in order to get into it. And everyone has like their credit just ready to like cash it in just so that they can get a hot dog, which is still dubious in its contents. As you guys are standing on line, I'd like to know one thing. The city's lights don't pour down here. There's a little sense of jubilance, expectation, and fatigue mixed in with the sewer filth that is the sewer city, the city sewers. But everyone here seems to be okay. How are you guys doing now? Take a quick moment to describe your emotional content.
I think Haven's pretty gray. I think that Haven has consumed a lot of emotions and hasn't been able to parse out or had time to like express her own. So she's sort of filtering through what people are experiencing. So like the ebb and flow of like blues and purples is every time she gets blues and she's like, okay, I'm going to process now, purples come out and she's like, oh, fuck. So I think she's just kind of shifting in line nervously.
Okay. How are the rest of you guys doing?
Very, very common to his demeanor, making sure he has little visual of people taking a gander at his face. He's very cross-armed, looking through, kind of getting the rundown of everybody here that he can see. With Killian in tow, he probably has a moment. Kode definitely has a moment where he looks behind, either behind himself or behind Killian, who's at the back of the line, and kind of misses like the one person who probably would have enjoyed being here as well, and that would be the doc. But he doesn't say this out loud. It's just a moment where he looks at the absent spot in the line. Somebody's there, but not the one that he would expect to be there. And he shakes it off and continues to observe what he can in this kind of dark day, like passageway, while people are happy and sad that they have or do not have their hot dogs.
Okay.
And he's just waiting patiently and just taking it in, everything that's going on. Like, this is where we're at, and fortunately there's going to be a tomorrow, at least for most of us.
Somebody comes over as they're walking back through the line, and they have like a hot dog in hand, and they are savoring it, and they stop for a second in front of Haven, about like 6-7 feet away, and they kind of like look over. They take a bite. Do you run, or have I seen you at the food place, at the food pantry? You've donated to the food pantry, or I've seen you there, right?
Yeah, I mean,
a look of elation completely comes over, like somebody just dumped a bucket of happy emotion over them. They step up to you of like 3 feet away, trying to. I'm so sorry. My daughter was starving. I wanted to say thank you. Your donation has gone a long way. 2 families were fed. Here, have my hot dog.
Oh, no.
And they like
no.
shove it into you.
No, genuinely, I really appreciate it. I get one thing every time I'm here. Just superstition. Please take the food. Enjoy it. And it's you don't have to thank me. It wasn't my donation exactly. I just kind of move donations. I was just the person there. But I'm glad.
Oh my God! It was like it was able to say, "Hey, everyone! Then she feeds people," and you see a whole bunch of people like kind of shift out of line
Jesus.
and kind of like look at this. I'm like, no, it's over at the food bank, not here, not here. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you.
You're on your own.
Anyway, I wanted to say thank you so much for that. I have what's your name?
Haven. What's yours?
Egris. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Well, thanks for everything. I'll see you later. And again, thanks. Come on, let's go. And you see two kids come over, and one of them is a little girl, and she's like looking at you with a smile, and then reaches out with a blind hand and grabs onto the adult, and they walk away. That's the one who fed you.
I looked at the others. I'm like, I fucking hate kids. They're so fucking cute. All right, I need my hot dog.
A little bit of time passes. We skip ahead now, and we find ourselves finally in front of the truck. You've ordered what it is that you want to order, but I have to admit, I'm curious. What are you gonna get?
I know Haven's in front of me. So while Haven is like wilding out at the menu, I actually want to, when that decision's made, I want to have a powwow with Killian.
Okay.
Cool. Guys, I can only afford myself. Are you guys good? I got. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah, I got correct.
What do you want?
Shade City split, please. Make it loaded. I need like double. If you got radish, that'd be fucking, or relish, that'd be fucking great.
Yes, relish. What else? Come on.
That's it for me. Here.
That's not
Double
how you-
down.
relish.
Double down. Extra burn. Add the
Double
stuff.
down, extra burn. What else?
Hey, two wit.
2 wit. All. What else?
That's it.
Next.
You see Taylor and Dietz, they kind of step up. Sherry's there with you. Hacksaw is not. Hacksaw went back to the doctor's old place, back to the HQ where you guys are. They each order in turn. Soon enough, the dogs come up immaculate. The indescribable meat within, who knows? But you get what you get.
Who cares?
No one asks.
Yeah, go ahead and enjoy. Once you guys enjoy, however, you each have what is the equivalent of 1 armor for the next hour.
Oh,
I need the shit out of that.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Guys, I think this is real bread. Like it's not 3D printed this time. Like it's real.
It is spongy. It is textured. It is filled with small little bubbles of air. You can taste the wheat.
Look, if you break it apart, it actually has like an inconsistency. It doesn't rip apart like a sponge.
Oh, you sure
So I
that's
think
not the
you're right.
plastic fibers like usual?
No.
Usually that's stringy. Look at it.
Oh, it is good as shit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
There's an unfamiliar texture amongst all of it. This is real meat. This is real bread. These are real vegetables. So yeah, you guys are walking away with your hot dogs. Killian. You get a ping up on your HUD. It shows Anon, and you immediately recognize the signature. It's from Dietz, who is like 15 feet behind you.
But knowing that he's behind me and he still hit me through the HUD, I just press it and I continue looking forward to eating the dirty word dog there. And hey, what's good? Talk to me.
He locks eyes with you for a second, And he like shoves it into his. He shoves the dog into his face, and you can see the screen kind of go a little bit red and then pink. With the, sorry, this is so goddamn good.
Yeah. Watch.
This is so good.
I could actually almost see what you're doing, man. Wait,
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send you something.
What?
And you see a grid of the city. It then measures down zooms in for a little bit, and you see a red blip on the screen.
All right, yep, I'm picking up the red blip. What am I looking at?
I have no idea. This was just sent to me.
I'm gonna pan out to get a better
Sure.
overhead view of the grid. How far away are we from the location on the grid?
About 3 miles.
And what's the biggest, like, do I recognize where it is, or does it look like very general, like it's by the tar pits, or?
It looks like it's in the grid itself, which is in the, that's the corporation district. Hold on, I'm receiving a little bit more information.
Are they pinging you, or are you pinging them? Like
No,
which
this
way
is a request that I sent. This is a request I sent like 2 weeks ago. I just never received a response. I'm now getting a response.
A request for what?
I don't know.
You sent a request and you don't know why?
No. I'm sorry. I sent out a request for information about deliveries that had come out. Okay. Remember the one that you picked up at the warehouse?
Yes.
It was bugged. There were some trackers on those things.
Yep.
Okay. Remember the eye and other things? The eye had stuff in it that linked us back or linked you back to other corporate. Okay. I started putting out feelers there for other contacts, other availabilities, other people that I might be able to reach out to. This is low. I'm not sure if I have this correct, but I think this is a new contact. But anything that's been coming down my wires, I can't trust anymore.
So you want us to vet it out?
If you don't mind, it might be worth it. But if you don't want to, believe me, I understand. It's never been my policy to ask a client to go out and go check things out. But this might be mutually beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if they can get a shit that's not bugged, that's, off the radar a bit. You know what I mean? Those trackers have been, even though I could do it, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Takes a lot out of me. So
you see his shoulders drop and his head hangs in shame.
No. You're good. Like I just saying, like, we don't know who the fuck we could trust in this city anymore. You know what I mean? With those assholes from like ZenCorp, and then those other ones. You know what I mean? From Prodigy Bio. You know what I mean? Like we gotta
Yeah, fuck
vet our
those guys.
sources more.
What are we talking about?
You see a whole bunch of people on the line are all say the same thing. Oh, yeah, fuck those guys!
Yeah, fucking terrible. Yeah, what are we talking about?
Taylor reaches his hand out. Dietz's partner. Taylor reaches out, puts his hand on Dietz's shoulder, and squeezes it for a second. You can hear him. Well, you can kind of see / hear him say, "You good?" And Dietz looks up at it. Yeah, and then he looks over at Killian. And you can hear the comm coming through again. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's good or not. I have no idea if the information that I'm receiving anymore is of any good. So, y'all need to do whatever you gotta do with it, and I completely understand, but that's the latest lead I have, and it may be good and it may be bad, but I don't know who sent it.
Hey, word, I understand. Yeah, I'll run it by the crew. I'm pretty sure they need something to get their minds off of Faustus. So, I'm sure they, will be good on it. But, I'll definitely keep you up to date. If we're on the move, I'll ping you so you can at least keep a GPS track on us so we're on the move.
He nods his head, and in so doing, a signature move like that shuts off the connection. He then turns, looks over at Taylor, puts his arm behind the small of his back, and they walk away by about 10 feet and then enjoy their hot dogs in silence.
Killian walks up to you two and shoving some of the hot dog in his mouth. So I got some information from Dietz. He got a fucking ping from a location that's over there by the grid, about 3 miles out. He is the fucking catch-22 here, all right? So yeah, this could be some purveyor of some good resources for us going forward, but he hasn't vetted them out. We're the vetting squad. So if we want to take this on, you know what I mean, there's a good opportunity to get a new in on, you know, items that may not be as tracked as the other ones were. However, we don't know who this is per se, because Deeds did send out a request, but it was a while back for somebody. So this is a brand new contact. So, you know, if y'all want to take this on, get your heads out of, you know, the situation that happened with Faustus, you know, it's a good way to earn some quick cred, you know, some notoriety over there with Deeds and company, and then potentially get some, you know, better goods to make sure, you know, Mama V's all right, and then of course that we're eating.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say, like, you know, let's just move on, but Mama V needs to get better. And I mean, not for nothing, I think that's what Doc would want. Like, he'd want for her to get healthy. So I'm down with that. I trust Dietz. He's kind of been a little scrambled recently. We've kind of hit some hiccups, but I trust him.
The kid's a little static right now, but he's good.
You see a tint of white jacket step up in between Kode and Killian, looking directly at you, Haven, from opposite the small little circle that you guys are standing in. It's Shari. And she's daintily holding on to a hot dog, having finished it.
So, if you need some assistance, I'll be more than happy to vet this for you.
You want to come with?
No, that's not my style. I don't look this way by going into hot zones.
Oh, thanks.
Oh no, I'll be with you, Angel. Don't you worry. You're a little goddess in the sky, and we'll be constantly looking down on you, just making sure that the three of you are safe. Besides, I can't afford to lose another one of you. I'm just as, shall we say, culpable for Dietz's things. He and I have worked together for a number of years, sharing contacts, making contacts. So, the past couple of years, I have a feeling, like exactly what one of you said. I think it was you, Killian, you and that brilliant little brain of yours. I think it was you who had said that somebody probably fed him some bad info. Well, I've been checking up on it. This entire city is a network, a web of contacts, right? We all know that. This is all part of our daily lives. They're in our heads and our eyes and our ears, mouths, tongues, and everything. However, Dietz also sent me something. The map. You got a red ping on the map, didn't you, Anon?
Yeah, I did. I was just about to send it over to you, but...
No, please send. But sometimes he sends different versions of the... Anyway.
Of course it does. Yeah. It should be sent your way. You should be able to see it on your HUD.
Oh, look how good you are. Nice little signature down there in the lower right corner. I love you, hot dog. So let me ask you something.
I try.
So you do. So now, what are you going to do? I'll watch you from the skies. I'll feed you some info. I'm going to keep Dietz out of this. I don't want his wires crossing mine anymore, especially if they've got some taint all over them. You want to do it? I'll watch you.
I mean, we could have... I mean, Kode, that kind of opens you up as well, so you don't have to... like parkour your way over there, you know, do that.
It makes things a little, I don't like to always rely on the little drones, those little wings, these spaces y'all can't go. You get a little electrical pulse and things is fucked. I'm not nothing against your quality of your equipment, but it does take a lot off my plate. But that goes to tell you, like, do you even need me there for it? But
Kode, we always need you. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm saying though, like, my little brother's not here to make sure mom's okay. We're about to jump into yet another thing that we don't know too much about. and we just I don't know, we lost our mans. We fought a fucking simulant. Like that shit's all fresh. My heart's still going. That was forever ago. Like,
Everyone is on edge, love.
She sidles up next to you and like kind of steps in rudely in front of you to look at you square in the eyes. All you see is machine. But there is a fantastic human quality.
Sometimes we need to trust the reality that is before us. We don't have any reason to. But in this place, in Killian City, you know what we call it. It's Kill City, love. So you either died living or you continue to live. It's the only two things we have. You're right to be paranoid. 100%. And I see things you don't.
She puts her hand on your chest.
And you see things I no longer can. You're valuable.
And with a single finger, she kind of pushes you just for a second as if to emphasize it, like a period at the end of a sentence.
They need you. These two.
And she takes a step back, rotating, so she's now part of a 4-person circle.
You, Kode?
Yeah.
Defy what I have become. So go. I may not agree with your methods, but I will absolutely admit they're useful. Particularly to you, and particularly to your two friends here. Go. I'll watch from the skies. I'll watch from the net. He,
pointing back at Dietz,
will not be touching this one.
Bet.
Right? Go on, love. Go take care of them with your nice aura guys.
And she passes by, just running her finger over Kode's shoulder and back down as she walks away.
Yeah, that'll always be weird. That'll always be weird. She bad though.
Bad.
Yeah. All right, let's get the fuck out of the sewers.
Yeah, word. We got shit to do. Oh my god.
As Kode stretches out, we see a lonely drone being controlled by a kid, the latest of his playthings that he has, just zooming all down the line, going right past our sinners over here, and going all through the sewers, right past House Famous Hot Dogs. And out of that, he comes up through a little grate into a club where the music begins pounding and people begin moving. And then immediately this tiny little drone goes and right out into Killian City. Things change a little bit. Instead, we now see the city far below us, and the scene now changes. We see that the sinners are once again together, completely digested, in the middle of a conversation or not, walking to some undisclosed location that we're about to discover. Sinners, where are you heading, and how fast do you want to get there?
To the dot, right?
Yeah, I assume that we're going to be following that dot, following the lead of Sherry with her little eyes on the sky. However, she's doing that, it's trying to stay in communication through comms with them.
Sure. All the while, you guys have realized, yes, of course, long before you get there, and you know that you are heading into the grid. This is the location where all of the corpos are maintaining all their headquarters and what have you. The UCU units, the urban control units, their private police, almost like the tiny little countries constantly bordering each other, are also constantly at war with each other. Not only do the corporations compete with each other over control over various facets of Kill City, but they also see fit to try to control each other and everyone walking through the streets. Bright advertisements, egotistical advertisements, sometimes even facing the very headquarters, just so CEOs and VPs and presidents can look out of the windows and see their handiwork on 50-story tall billboards that rain LED light down upon the streets, slick with recent acidic rain. You guys are walking through Killian City, heading towards what you believe is...
All right, I think I have a bleed. Can you hear me? The signal here is not good.
I heard
Hey,
signal.
Hey, sweetie, yeah, your signal's not coming in too clear.
All right, can you hear me? I'm trying here. Something's
Yeah.
blocking us.
Getting a little better, yeah.
All right, 1 second. 1 second.
You can feel a disconnect, and then you see a light pole with an emergency phone on it light up. There's a button for a speaker.
Oh shit, old school. Hold on, yeah, I got a jack in over here. Hold on real quick. Killian goes over, punches in a certain kind of like hack code, and it hits that button. So the speaker comes on.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Shit, I can't believe they had these lines still. Fuck.
Well, they don't, at least on record, but old copper wires inside of hard, fast insulation don't exactly go away as quick as they would want. This is one of the ways that we can communicate, through old copper, old reliable copper. So,
I love it.
up ahead. Anon, I'm going to send this to you.
You feel a ping. Your HUD then lights up. Everyone else, including Kode, your visor.
So, that nice little ping over there, 2 blocks away lies your target. Those tall buildings in between that and where you are now are the only thing in your way. You're going to have to get past some UCU units. I picked up some comms recently talking something about some criminal in the area or what have you. It's probably some boy looking for a scrap of bread, and they're bringing out all the forces. So do what you got to do. Be careful, sinners. I've got eyes on. Your angel in the sky. Out.
She's laying it on a little thick,
neat.
isn't she?
Hey, you know, sometimes you gotta lean into the moment. You know what I mean? Like,
Haven?
she was feeling herself. You know, it was a thing. You know.
Hey, but do you have? What are your eyes like?
I just have blinders, so it's they're not on right now. So I've got like full everything that you can see, a normal person could see, and then everybody's feelings.
And as soon as you say that, you see a little heart emoji come up in your eye.
I fucking hate it. I hate when that happens because I did not like subscribe to that feature. It just like was assigned to me one day, and now that she knows that, it's gonna just be emojis all the time. This is
Oh man, yeah. I know. I walked by this one billboard and it was like some like lonely tortoise app. You know, I've been trying to delete it off my phone, but it keeps restarting. But you know,
Me too. It's so fucking annoying. It just like
it was that
showed
billboard back
up.
there. Did you see it? Yeah. It started
Yeah.
coming in. It was like blink 20 subscribe. I'm like, yeah.
I don't have that
I'm trying
problem.
to fucking work here. You don't have that?
I don't have that problem. Wait, is
must be
that you know how we can get the viruses on this that little band up top?
Yes.
I minimized
Exactly.
it.
And you try to click-
I minimized it.
Yeah, you try to click out of
I
it.
can't make it bigger though, so it's like
But you can't,
stuck
because
up
every time
there.
you click, it just keeps on coming up like those old school pop-up window ads.
Hold on 1 sec. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Told you don't.
All right.
exactly.
How do I make it small again?
You gotta click
You
out of
gotta
it,
hit
and
the,
then
no, the underscore, the one that looks like a dash, a line.
no, but you gotta click out of it first. or else
God
it won't
damn
do
it!
the-
No, that's minimized. Go to the other side of it, the left of that.
So, as you guys are trying to deliver instructions over to Kode, our scene continues, and you guys move forward a little bit, still keeping your eyes out on whatever it is that you need to, seeing whether or not there's any kind of UCU units. And surely, as you cross one of the last streets after your 2-block journey, you can see down the line that there's an entire group of UCUs, urban control units, like 4 cars, all of them, like hovering just above the ground, armaments fully, like straight down on the individual that is there. And you see it's just this lone, frail person huddling something close to their chest. You can't really tell what it is from a distance, but then they open fire. The lights go dim. Another UCU unit that was on standby comes in and scoops up what used to be a body. Then they leave. over the course of the next 5 minutes or so, they're all gone. Any traces of who that person was completely eradicated. The dot on your map would have you walk down that street. And as you do, you can see the burnt out wrapper completely torn apart and riddled by whatever armaments they had of some piece of food, completely undistinguishable from really the viscera that's surrounding it. You can see a bot coming by, a street cleaning bot, sweeping it up as if it were nothing more than the next day's detritus.
Motherfuckers.
It's always fucking rough, no matter how many times it happens. Come on, yo, let's keep moving.
Yeah, let's go. Haven, you fuck up my vibe when you see shit like that. Come on, let's go.
So,
All right.
you continue. And then finally coming into an area. You see it ahead of you. It's a large building. The entrance is up on the 3rd story. You'll have to go up through some, through some walkways and what have you in order to get there. But there you can see directly above everything, shining down in a bright, like cyan-colored light, flashing every now and then, going back to magenta and then back over to green and then back over to deep blue and then back over to cyan, completely washing out and then showing up in gradients. The giant logo of Prodigy Biotech. The blinking light on your HUD directly in front of you.
Hey, Cher, you there?
Go.
Yeah, we at the locale. Prodigy, huh?
That's what it looks like.
Any tag on any movement inside, or are we going in blind at this point?
No. Looks like you've got 3 up on top, right by the entrance. They're not registering life signs. Negative. They do have some life signs, but minimal meat. You're looking at some UCUs, maybe specialists. Either way, if you plan on going in, loves, you're going to have to take care of them first. Check out the alley over to the left. Over there, you'll find a fire escape to the top of the next building. You'll be able to go inside the building and probably climb out of an apartment window in order to get over there. This way, at least you can avoid some ground UCU units.
Sounds like a plan, love.
Already walking.
Sounds like a job for Cody.
Cody,
Already walking.
Pop.
Okay.
Yo. So, Cody on command, on hearing this was like, oh, look at that. This is my jam, and starts heading up, but starts to make sure he's annotating anything that might be off.
Okay.
Like clearly this is an open path to getting to where it has to go. If it's not, if there's some difficulty, then great. But if it's too easy, he's very suspicious.
No.
The paranoia is still there.
The alley is not meant for you to traverse.
Right.
You find some chain link fences still in a support structure that you manage to lean up against things in order to climb up just to get another 6 feet up and what have you. You manage to grab onto an old iron fire escape that is mostly rusted. Some pieces break off, but manage to find your way up. Do you have anything that would allow you a little bit of extra oomph in order to get up there?
My yo-yos.
You got it.
They do like very little damage just so I can have the multi-usage.
All right, not a problem. You start moving up, and there's a loop, and then you hold onto it, grab onto a brick or anything. You manage to find your way there. We come back to the sinners, to the 2 remaining there in the street. You guys, we see your eyes following up as Cody manages to, over the course of about 10 minutes or so, reach an open window of an apartment.
Now, Cody, check out the monitor in the apartment directly opposite you. It's not on. There's no one in there. If you turn that thing on, I'm going to show you some stuff. These idiots left it patched in.
Heard. Got you. And Cody will do a quick braciation over to the window. And slip in as best he can.
So you hop over an old worn sofa, You come into the room, straighten out a little bit. You can see an old used kitchen, probably with some appliances that are probably like 20 years old or so. Really old tech in this whole place. In a way, kind of reminds you of your own. However, there's a monitor there. It's laying down on its back. You right it up and you turn it on.
All right, give me a second. And boom.
Now you see the contents of a security camera looking down on a walkway above a street.
Yo, hey, I'm gonna. Anon, can you hear me?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, I'm patching you in. Double tap patch, right? So you can see what I so you can see what I see on that little
I got you.
picture.
Yep. Oh, the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Street?
Yeah,
That's a street.
but no, it's not the one where you're at, are we?
No,
is
no,
that?
definitely
No, it is
We
not.
would've been able to see us.
Yeah, and you can see, you recognize that some of the cars that are passing underneath this walkway, you recognize a couple of those cars because you saw them just disappear out of the corner of your eye. You now know that you have a feed down on a walkway directly ahead of you.
This is a walkway around the block, man.
That means that they have surveillance over here.
Yeah.
That means
But-
that there's something that they need to surveil, like an egress point.
Cool.
Let's utilize that.
Is there, Cody, being that you're in there, it's easier, if at all possible, for you to do this as opposed to me and Sherry who have to patch in to do it. There's
bet.
usually some kind of, I don't know, maybe like a panel or a toggle switch. They look, yeah, it looks like one of your old VCR. Remember them things back in the days that had like the arrows pointing one way or the other way?
I know it. I know what the old cassettes
Oh,
were.
okay,
yes.
okay, yeah. I didn't. I just had a reference it. Anyway, yeah. If you hit that button,
Yeah.
is there any buttons like that you can see? Because sometimes when you're looking at monitors like that, they could switch over to different channel frequencies. So maybe see if that's only messing with just one camera, or if that actually patches into several. You think you can do that for me?
So Cody begins to cycle through the next button if there's one available.
The
little
picture's
triangle
not
with a dash in
changing.
there.
Honey, what are you trying to do?
Trying to see
Your
if
heart
there's some
rate's
other
raising.
feed.
What's happening?
Yeah, I don't. It's my weakness. I hate all of this stuff, and I'm getting instructions for this shit.
Are you pushing
And-
buttons?
Yes.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to cycle through to see if there's other things to look through.
Oh, you want other cameras? Why don't you just
Yeah,
ask, love? Hold on. I get to do all that work for you.
I gotta learn somehow, I guess.
And you
Sometime,
see
I
it go
guess.
think. You receive a feed of various indoor offices, and you can see some people moving around. What's your state? How are you feeling right now?
I am paranoid.
Yeah, if you
I am
don't.
paranoid.
Okay,
Let's see.
cool. If you don't mind, can you roll a scared? I want to see if you're going to notice
zero.
something out of your hyper awareness right now.
Oh wow. I rolled an 11. I have a 0 mod, so.
Damn.
So, goddamn.
Okay.
If you have a 0 mod, how'd you? Oh yeah, because it's 2d6. You do, and there's a moment there that you see someone that you recognize, and it looks like that they're looking directly at a monitor, and it was a feed coming out of like a monitor cam, looking back up. Older gentleman, bald, like goggles, scientific, a science coat.
Yo, Anon. Can you like do that thing where you like modify shit that you see from my?
The camera then keeps going because you've not said anything.
Go back.
What? Oh, okay. Hold on.
Go back.
She goes back, and you just see him now walking away with a clipboard in his
Where?
hand.
Where do you want me to go?
Fuck.
You were talking to me. What did you say? Something about going back? Where do you want me to go back to?
That the computer that he was just on. He was looking at something. What was that? I don't.
You're looking
I'm not
at- you're
patching. I'm
looking
not
at a
patching
bulb.
to that feed. Nah, not the bald dude. The computer, the terminal, whatever the hell y'all call it. Ah, fuck. I don't know.
He's
Sherry,
gone,
yeah.
honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sherry, what is he talking about? Is there a guy looking at a monitor that he's able to look at?
Yeah, it's one of the cameras that I have a patch into. It's just somebody that was looking, probably working at a desk or something like that. He's saying that he wanted to see more of him, but the guy walked away. There's nothing that we can do.
Wait. Like,
Wait, was the guy in
you
front of
gotta-
the camera as if he was fixing the camera? Like, you know what I mean? Like
No.
maybe like a
It was a monitor cam. It's one of those built-in deals, like one of those one-for-alls.
like the ones on the front of
Don't you
a.
Yeah,
Don't you have to
exactly.
log into those? Don't you have to log into those to get into those? You gotta put your
Yeah,
info
of course
in,
you
some shit
do.
Like that. Can we get that dude's name?
Hold on for
it's
1
gonna
second. Let me
bug
see what I can do
It's gonna
for you.
bug me. It's gonna bug me.
It's a couple seconds pass by, and then
Hold on for a second. Hey, Anon, check your HUD.
Here.
you see the red dot, and in relation to the first camera that was shown to you, which is looking down on a walkway into this corp, you see the red dot somewhere inside. Now, keep in mind, what you're looking at is a two-dimensional map, so that red dot does not show elevation at all.
Floors.
Yeah, it doesn't show, but it shows that it's inside, and yet it's not advancing in. It's kind of moving very slowly back and forth.
Hey, so I'm looking at the grid work there, and I can't tell elevation, but the ping is going back and forth. Is there a stairwell or something nearby? Maybe that's in close proximity. Maybe the guys, the person's walking up the stairs or downstairs or something like that. Out of that, they have, they're Scrooge McDuck and they're fucking pacing around a room.
You wrap up the yo-yo. I'll go check. Stand by. Cody's gonna try and peek out and see if there's something that he can do, making sure he's not, triggering any alarms or anything.
Sure, you look out over. As a matter of fact, you look out the window, and you can see way down below you the very walkway that we are talking about.
Ooh.
Cody, what are you doing?
I got a bad feeling. I gotta get you guys in here. Walk me through this.
Well,
We gotta get over there, so we gotta get in there quick. I don't know how long everything's gonna last.
all right, here's what we're seeing on this thing, okay? From Cody's advantage, he can't see everything. But if you go up there, we've identified three UCU units. If I'm looking at them correctly, I do believe they are specialists. You're going to have a little bit of a fight ahead of you.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right, let's fucking do this. I'll take out my particle blade.
Yeah, say less.
You guys end up walking down the street and then taking the various scaffoldings or whatever in order to get up to where you are. Now, players, I'm going to leave you with a choice. You can enter in from the left, which is where your tokens currently are, or you can enter in on the right side. Where do you want to
I have
go?
visibility right now. My token.
Where's your token?
I don't have visibility with my token.
Oh! I apologize. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm blind.
Hold on. You don't see anything happening right now?
I see everybody's, stuff, office entries, anything like that. I don't see what you guys are seeing on the Twitch channel, though.
Oh, okay. Do you see the map at all on your VTT?
It's almost as if, my token's blind. That's the only thing I could assume.
Oh, that's so weird. Okay, do you see your token on the map?
Nope, I see nothing. I see a block.
Oh, dude.
I see other stuff moving around. I see office entrance, stuff like that.
Okay, can you, hold on, let me do this. Let me see if I can force this over to you. That's so weird. This kind of shit's been happening. All right, I'm going to push it out to you. Let me know if you see any difference. I'm assuming not.
No.
Okay. Can you refresh it?
It says I don't own any tokens with vision.
Oh, thank you for that. Okay, perfect. That works. Hold on. Let me do this. That helps. Yeah, sorry, buddy. That should not be the case. Let me just make sure.
This street reminds me of Crossy Road. How we were playing Crossy Road the other day.
Yeah, I know, right? It totally does. All right, Anon, and boom. How about now, buddy?
Neither.
You got it. Okay, Kevin. Do you have eyes?
I can't. I haven't been able to do anything on Foundry because
God
I have
damn
a
it.
completely black screen. Maybe do the same thing you did and see if that works.
Sure.
But I have a black screen.
Okay.
I'm guiding my mouse via what I see on the stream.
Oh, lordy. Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, my God. I think I know why. 1 second. This goes here. This goes over here. All right. You ready, buddy?
Yeah.
How's that?
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
I can do things.
Haven. Yeah. Haven, do you have eyes on?
I always have eyes on.
Okay, cool. Then there you go. All right, guys. So, directly ahead of you, you see what you see. Now, you're down behind a low wall. It's only about 3 feet tall or so. Nothing prevents you from dropping down into the street if you really wanted to. Having said that, you can see that there's a patio that opens up that is about 3 stories above the street. Ahead of you, there are 3 UCU units. We can't see them on stream yet, but they are there. Let me see if I can change that a little.
We could see them.
You can see them.
Yeah.
I could see him.
Yeah, let me see if I can change that a little bit. All right, but so that the stream can also see them. But in the meantime, you can take it from the left side, which is where you are now, or you can take it from the right side. Go ahead and move your token or discuss, because you guys are together at this point.
Yeah.
Now, Haven,
What?
you are ultimately the muscle of this squad here.
Oh,
What's the?
I'm sorry for that. I do have an idea though. I could, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try it. Where are we coming at? From the left? Left is more effective, right?
Yep,
The
anywhere
last
that
thing I
doesn't
saw,
get
there
us
was an
caught.
entrance point kind of right in front of us here. You know what I mean?
Alright,
Yeah.
Just check your corners and shit like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
hold
You
up.
don't want to walk into something crazy.
I'm looking right now. I think we could get some coverage from movement. They look like they might be on patrol.
Here, get
No,
behind me first.
they are actually, there are 2 standing by the door and 1 that is just kind of hanging out looking down over the street. Depending upon where you come from. If you come from the left, if he looks over to the left just a little, he'll probably be able to see you. If you come from the right, he will not be able to see you.
Those hedges are like mid, right? I could
Yeah,
yeah,
you can
see. We could see them all.
Yes, you can see everything that you can see on the map.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Get behind me for a sec. I
Alright.
don't want to affect y'all in this, and I'm gonna sling out Sleepy.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm
Go.
gonna sling out.
How are you feeling about all of this right now?
I think weirdly enough, being told that I was the muscle of this operation kind of gave me a little bit of an ego boost.
You feeling
So I'm gonna
powerful right
say-
now? Okay.
Say a little powerful, like I think maybe even a little like arrogant, but we'll go with more confident.
Oh, hold on. Okay, cool. So give me a confident and, give me a powerful plus your flow.
Okay. I've realized I could actually just do this right in Foundry. Cool. Powerful.
Eric, you're able to see things. Mike, you do not.
Yes.
I understand.
Oh, it didn't save my mods. There's +2 to that powerful.
So you got a 10. Yeah, that is a success.
Yeah.
Describe it. How are you doing this?
Okay, so I kind of like push the guys behind me because I don't know if it's gonna sling out to everybody around me. I've never really like paid attention to it, so I'm just focusing on the 3 in front, and I just kind of like let go, like kind of shake off like sleepiness.
Okay.
And it kind of comes out, not to them, but to me it comes out, and to Cody, comes out as like a lavender haze going over the ground, like towards them, like a sleeping spell.
Yo, Anand, are you seeing this mist thing?
Oh man, that's all you, boo. I ain't seen shit.
Wait, you could see this?
So with a 10, there are certain effects that you get to choose.
Cool. So the effects that I'll pick, I have to go back to the map. It's here. It is. I would like all those present and avoid suspicion or notice. So I think the other two might be sleepy too. Shit. Do I want that? Yeah, either that or inflict one harm.
Nah.
You don't have much time, though.
I got it. That's fine. I'm going to do spike out in all those present and avoid suspicion or notice.
Okay, you got it. The three of them, in a brief moment, you see one of them, the closest one to you, immediately turn and look at you guys. Looks directly at Haven.
Nope, this is not proper. What is happening?
And you can see that there's a machine. It's moving around. It has a very human voice behind it, and it's kind of shaking its head.
What the fuck is going on? What about the two of you guys?
And he turns and just sees the two of them up at the door, completely laid out. This guy is now left. With this one, he's looking at you. He has not fallen asleep. You see his eyes come up. You can see kind of a reddish hue over blue, turning everything into purple. And you can hear it's
trying to scan this area. Office, I'm getting a...
And he then indicates he indicates the presence of you three down there.
3 individuals looking for backup. 2 down.
He is going to begin moving up. Remember, this is an opportunity, not an initiative-based thing. You can cut me off at any time.
Burning a humanity.
Okay.
I'm for my martial art. I have 2. I have one meant for stun. Well, I think one for stun and the other meant for subtle. It's just going to be up and quiet.
Okay, not a problem.
Sweet.
All right, take your move.
I did it right.
What's up?
Gotta make sure I did it right. All right, so I don't get any bonuses. That's fine.
Yeah.
5.
Oh, that's gonna fail. That's gonna fail big. What happens if you fail?
So, let me see. I honestly don't know.
Oh, hold on for a second.
Wait, you don't roll your
martial arts? Yeah, roll 2.
feeling?
No, I have 0 in it because I'm still kind of Details 2 arts, subtle, erase the loud attack, and defensive have 2 armor. This is the subtle one, so you would normally run 2 harm.
Manda, do we have any attempts to... Do we have anything that needs to be redeemed? What happened? I don't see it.
There was a fry circuit on me.
No.
Oh, shit. That was a while ago.
Ooh.
Oh, and Manda just did too.
I was going to lean into it in my moment unless you want to take it, Steve.
Manda, you're not fucking allowed to do it. Okay. Killian, did you take it? You did it?
No, I was actually going to be... If nothing happened at my turn, I was going to do something dramatic.
Okay, hold on for a second. I do want to check something about that. So, fry the circuits. Most everyone has cybernetic augmentations in Killian City. With this, you can shut down the systems of the NPC you specify for 30 seconds. Cannot be used on PCs.
That's dirty.
So it's only on NPCs. So, Manda, you may want to redeem that or bring that back to, or excuse me.
Blow me.
What am I trying to say? Blow me. Yeah, refund that.
Back?
Yeah, refund that back, please. Please. They deserve those points. I just remembered. It's like, no, PCs can't be affected by that. Both are refunded. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was like, and the funny thing is that Zen had also been doing that shit. Dude, if this is Shari or Deets or anything like that, not a problem.
You don't touch her.
Yeah. Yeah, you can fuck with me all you want, but we leave the players alone. Alrighty. Kevin, what do we got?
All it says is I would get a harm back, but I still inflict my harm.
You get harm back? Okay,
yeah,
what?
I get hurt also.
Oh, but you can still harm. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet. It's good fail forward.
Okay, give me a story about what happens, please.
So as soon as I hear 3 targets, that means, oh, I've been made, and I put heal on the back of the wall next to me, and like a track runner, I dart towards him, and kind of like that flying knee, and assumedly this guy is protected and got units like ready, and he managed to get like a baton out and like smack me across the chest while I do it, but my knee connects.
No, what? Okay, yeah. So first off, move your token so we can see this beginning to happen. Okay, he's raising his arm, and you can see folding out of a completely cybernetic arm 2 barrels that open up. They like just fold out in between the 2 bones or in between the 2 struts. And as they do, is what harm do you do?
I do 2 harm as part of my martial art modifier. I immediately do 2 harm.
You see when you what are you attacking with? Your fist, your hand, your teeth?
Yep, Muay Thai status, since it was my knee that I was going to do.
I apologize. You totally did say that. When you do that, it's a bing! All you get is steel armor. 2 points of armor. This thing, meanwhile, launched 2 things at you. You take 2 harm.
Dang. I'm gonna have to switch my style up.
Yeah, but the hot dog helped.
That's right. Yeah, you do have for the next hour. So we're gonna say sure. Yeah, that totally works. So you only take 1 harm, and your armor is up when you guys enter the building. That's about when the hour will be over.
Heard. I'm here in fisticuffs range.
Okay.
With this guy. That's it.
Alrighty. Well, no one else is speaking up. So this guy's. Okay.
Yo, I was gonna say, as soon as Kode goes out there and starts getting fisticuffs, Anon would just take this corner right here, and he kind of almost does like a barrel roll forwards, propping himself up on 1 knee. He's gonna take aim at this guy over here, the corner with his kinetic handgun, and he's gonna pop the shots over at him.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. Hold on for 1 second, and let me see if I can do that. Mike, any change? 1 second.
No.
What the?
What?
Excuse me.
Any change? What?
Nothing. So, okay. Killian, describe it. I will then respond in kind. I apologize.
So yeah, Killian just takes the corner in front, a shoulder roll, props himself up in 1 knee, looks over, trains his sights on this one right here in the corner, and he's going to take shots out.
That one is down.
This one is down?
Yeah, it's prone.
Everyone's sleeping.
Yeah, those are asleep. The only problem's the one in front of me.
Then fuck it. You're going to take it at the one right here by Kode. He did aim there when he notices they're down because he didn't get good eyes. He just quickly trains on the other side, takes a shot.
All right, you do it.
That's 10.
That's a 10? Nice. That's a success. How many? What's your harm?
And that's 2 harm.
Mike, I want to confirm something. If something has 2 armor and people are doing 2 damage to it, that 2 armor continues to negate their harm.
Let me make sure. I think the veil specifies armor can't reduce a successful attack below 1 harm.
Okay.
Let me make sure, though.
So they're going to go to 1 harm?
Yeah, that'd be freaking awesome.
That'd be dope. Hey, that's dope, by the way.
Because if that's the case, then Kode's attack also does 1 harm to it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure.
I'm trying to help you out. Look, do.
And meanwhile, Mike, I'll get you an answer on stuff, but I can tell you right now that there's going to be a little bit of a shock.
Oh shit! Excuse me, baking powder.
What do we see? Amanda, we got to get you you should have this PDF. No, I will make sure you have it.
Basic.
Howie, I waited my whole life to be on the show, so what?
Oh, I was saying earlier that Mike's new character is the banker from Deal or No Deal.
He just paces back and forth as a shadow on the wall.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you think so far?
Huh?
What do you think so far?
I'm sorry, I was looking to see if I could find where I thought of the.
I don't find
thing.
it. I don't see anything in there. It just says.
Yeah, I don't either. So
yeah, it just negates it.
Yeah, I think it works normal, powered by the apocalypse.
Yep. Unfortunately, the two blasts go pew pew and just flick right off of the armor. What do you do? Yeah, this is not good.
Okay. Shit. Cody, I don't have anything. I'm gonna try to come up, like, catch up to behind him and see if I could, like, where are you? Right here?
Yep.
I'll come over.
Yep.
And maybe cut through the armor with my particle blade.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know. The foot didn't work, so I'm gonna try the knee, so I'm gonna try the particle blade.
Hold on. What the fuck just? I lost control of stuff here. Oh, there we go.
I know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like shove Cody out of the way, and I'm coming in hot. This little burning plate, and try to do that.
Alrighty. I see what the problem was, Mike. Hold on. Let me take care of this. You've got this, that. Erin, okay, cool. You moved up. What's your? This is going to be a negate.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I always.
Yeah.
I can never get them right. I think it's that one.
It is negate for this. Yeah. Yeah. You're trying to stop him, right?
Yes.
Yep. Go ahead and do that.
Okay. Roll 2. Okay. I got a 7.
You got a 7. Okay.
7.
That unfortunately is not going. Mike, do you still have eyes?
I did for a moment, and then I still see what I could see.
You still see? Okay, cool. Alrighty. Describe in coded language what is happening. Now, I'm going to feed you a little bit of info here. Okay, so hold on for 1 second. I'm just going to speech to text it to you, but no one will be able to hear me. So 1 second.
Okay.
Who can read lips? Quick.
Quickly right now.
I can, but I'm not on the screen.
Okay.
Don't
I sent it to you.
All right.
Okay, you see it?
Oh,
yeah.
God.
But you can't. Okay.
Would you want me to type back to you what I'm doing?
Yeah. I want you to type it back to me because it's gonna be boring as fuck for everyone if we just constantly remain silent. So we're gonna react to each other's little text
They
here.
could, like, giggle, like,
Tee.
In the meantime, looking back at Anon, who is doing magic juju, I'm not entirely sure how Anon handles these situations, aside from just blasting, taking out the blammo and hitting it. I'm like rubbing my leg really, really quick, but that rubbing is going to allow me to change my martial arts stance to my defensive style, which gives me 2 armor. It acts as if I have 2 armor.
That's fucking awesome.
That's really cool.
So right now we're just waiting for Alex Vixen's cash-in to take place, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen in a second. Oh, Alex Vixen is gonna get. Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be fucking good.
What is happening with this world?
Mike is writing a novel. Is what's happening right now.
I'm just a slow typer.
It's hit enter. Continue sentence.
Oh,
okay. Okay, I see that. Yeah. Oh my God! Okay. Well, alrighty. All right. What was the last action taken?
Cody rubbed his leg.
Yeah,
I used the particle blade.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Cody. Yeah, you now have armor, right?
Yep. I classify as having armor for combat.
Okay. All right. Cool deal. So let me see. Oh, I see why. Hold on. Is that better for you, Mike?
Let me refresh.
That should be better for you.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. All righty. This guy's now going to take a step back and kind of like, get out of that and then switch over. You see that he has two like short rods that he then picks up, flips around in his hands, and you see that they're shock rods, and like it takes on a position and is about to charge forward until describe it, dude.
Yeah. Sliding down the wall of the building, just a like katana jammed into the wall, is like black duster kind of fluttering out behind him as he. Oh, hold on, let me get my hat.
There you go.
Slides down the wall. Two just tall leather boots clack to the ground with the sort of clink of spurs distinctly as the sword comes out of the wall, goes back into the sort of incongruous sheath at his waist. The whole look is very much cowboy. Black leather duster, wide-brimmed hat, aviator sunglasses, bit of stubble, mustache. But then this sort of sheath apparatus at his side, it is full-on Japanese, like, red lacquered, like, katana blade, like, guard for it. And then right below the like crossguard is like almost a firing apparatus. It has a magazine in the bottom and a lever on the top, and he just kind of clanks to the ground right behind this guy, holds up a finger,
and as soon as you do that, this thing, there's like a slight glitch in its eyes. They unfocus and start refocusing, and you can see a little bit of smoke start coming out. Go ahead.
Okay, flicks the cigar out of his mouth, says, "You hear that? Wind's howling." And I'm gonna fire the sword, catch it as it fires out, and sweep it through this guy.
And all you see is a shower of sparks that completely take over the area. The unit drops down dead.
Eyes on. My hands are up.
Sherry who?
Friend or foe?
Well, I assume you're not here working for Prodigy, so I'm gonna say friend.
Oh, alright. Well, honestly, that's all I need. I'm so tired. Ah, fuck. Rub my leg.
Now with the tension still there, the three of you now see him standing behind this unit. What are you doing?
Cody, first thing he's going to do is see if he has any pickup on the red dot inside the building, because we're still running low on time. And there was a call, which means that we'll have incoming in probably 5 minutes. Less than, if anything.
Are you guys okay? I'm getting a read that the dot is now directly... Oh, shit. Who's that?
That's what I want to know.
Sherry,
Is that the dot?
Wait, what?
Wait,
yeah,
Sherry, you
that's
think?
the contact. Hold on for a second. Deets, is this your contact? This is your contact, guys.
Oh my god. so we don't have to go any further. And hey, guy,
Brilliant.
very, 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 very great. You shocked me. Can we get the fuck out of here, like right now, or do we have to go deeper for something you got to do?
Well, we can get out of here, and I can kind of fill you in on the details.
Mike,
That's a good one.
the info I sent you led you here.
Oh, right, actually.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to let Mike just catch up on that really quick.
Sorry.
We're going to take a
He's already
5...
fucking up. Did we nuke him?
I remember. Sorry. I've been quiet for so long.
We're going to take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back in 5. We'll see you then.
So
And we are back. So,
I've studied my motives.
so, Mike, what is up? Your character now stands there on the bridge, having uttered some words. What were they? You
Like when I landed, or?
yeah.
Oh, I had said, hear that, wind's howling.
And with that, the unit fell down, in two parts. Describe your interactions from here. I know Kode had said, okay, and and Sherry had said that he's your contact. Mike, I'm assuming you read what I sent you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Haven.
All right.
I think this guy's got a better sword than you. Just saying.
Okay, listen, I've never bragged about the size of my knife. I don't need to, okay?
I'm just saying. He was the guy, you know.
That was
If a sword does its job, it does its job.
it certainly did a job for sure.
We should get the fuck out. We should get the fuck out.
Actually, we might need to get the fuck in, and quick, if by the sounds of it. Well, in this building resides or operates a particular shithead who has crossed me in a particular way. You are the ones that Deets sent, right?
More or less.
All right. So, yeah, well, I can tell you that there's a man in here named Dr. Hazer, and I would very much like to cut him open, cut him apart, cut him in half. Really, whatever flavor we're feeling when we find him, but I would rather he not continue his sort of nefarious operations.
Oh, he's a happy to be a corpo.
He's the lead scientist at Prodigy.
Oh, let's go. Like, do you know the way?
Well, my plan was to kind of go in from the top and work my way down, but then y'all started down here, and now I figure we can all just go up together.
Looks back at Anon and Haven.
I mean...
Hey, you heard the kid. Let's get it moving, eh?
All right, time in. Shit. I mean, I could probably make it up there. How do you want to do this? It's your op.
Well, if they got backup coming, I don't think splitting up would be the best move, but this is a conversation we should have on the move, that I kind of turn and head into the building.
I don't have comms on him, but I was able to hear some of the stuff that you guys heard. Mm-hmm. I don't see anything about backup. There's been no alerts whatsoever. Nothing's going out. In fact, hold on. Anon, love, do you mind? Can you go closer to one of those two sleeping things, one of those two little sleeping beauties that Haven kind of laid out? Do you mind?
Definitely wanted to check them out anyway. He walks over, kneels beside him.
Oh, I love it when you get close and personal with things. All right, so I want you to look at something. Look in their face.
All right.
Just on the temple, their left temple. Do you see a little light?
That I do.
If you don't mind, pull it out and read the serial number for me, or the model, if they were so stupid as to put that on there. Oh, you're such a good boy.
Oh, let's see what we got here. We got ZOOMZ1.
Go no further. You guys are on your own. Their frequency is internal only. No other corp knows of their movements. Now, this is a very special unit. What that means...
Is this a Black Op unit?
Oh, a little bit more than that. They're protecting something. These are not typical Prodigy UCUs. These are specialists. They have been called in for a very specific reason. And the fact that these two bozos were just hanging out, waiting to take a nice little nap, courtesy of our little sleeping goddess Haven, I can tell you this right now. No one else is coming. No one else knows. But these boys can take you out. Be careful, sinners. I'll be your eyes in the sky. See you soon.
Hey, yo, cowboy. We get intel sometimes, and we should be good. I'm just letting you know. There's not going to be backup. There might be something if we fuck up inside, but lead the way. We should be good.
Do you want to
look over the body real quick? I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Is there anything of worth to take from them?
Yes, in fact, you find a total of 3 credits amongst them. Okay.
I loot the body.
You loot the body, exactly. There's 3 silver pieces, my lord. You find 3 crits. However, all weapons and armor are integrated. What you do also find is that the only meat on them is their fate, or is like their brain. That's it.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to do a quick scan, if I may, onto the little cereal piece that I took from them. Does that have a tracker on it?
It is a tracker, but it's a communications unit.
Like a phone.
But
it's
GPS. You see some similarities between that which you have found and this, but it is not identical. But you do see some of the same circuits. And definitely some of the same signatures. When you take a look at it and you analyze it, you're like, yep, it is capable of doing the exact same thing. It's just a little bit more. It's extra.
Cool. Huh. I was considering maybe using this for the future, but nah. Tracking is that. He puts it down on the ground and kind of like smashes it underneath his heel before rising up to his full posture to look at everybody else. All right. Giddy up.
Yeah, you were mentioning you get intel. If you got an eye in the sky, should I be looped in on that, or is that something you want to keep private?
We'll stand by. Let's focus on the mission. Let's focus on the mission. Actually, hey, sorry, Sherry, do you want to? Should I give him like the arm of this thing? Maybe that'll do it.
That's not the arm. He knows what to do. He's completely. He's linked in. Hold on. Anon, can you handle this, please? Handle this exchange?
Yeah, I got it. Hey, come here, kid. And I look over towards the cowboy. Come over here, man. Oh, shit, you got one of the newer models. Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to just send something your way. You're going to be getting a feed. You're dropping in 3, 2, 1. There she be.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Look at the augmentations on this one. Standing nice and tall and chromy, aren't you, cowboy?
Well, it's just really the arms and the old chip in the head, but I do appreciate your kind words, man.
Oh, no, please, the honor's all mine. I love looking at new and shiny things. Hey, look, cowboy, you've got a name, and they don't know it.
Oh, how rude of me. While we are in these sort of operational confines, you may refer to me as Zephyr.
Hey, how's it going, Zephyr?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm all right. Fucking call me Cody.
All right.
Hey, I'm Anon. Nice to meet you, bro.
Pleasure's mine.
Haven seems a little bit engrossed in some of the emotional content of the city, and in particular of the scene before us. But as you guys go over to the front doors, you do, of course, realize that it is locked. How do you guys plan on entering? It is 2 glass doors with a single bolt simply closing them shut.
I'm going to see if there's any indicating thing that uses, like, the head of these guys or hands or retinal scans. And is there anything that indicates that on the outside here?
It seems to be newer tech, but you can see up against the walls because the door should be set in just a little bit from the wall. There is a pad on one side where you should be able to do that, or have a key card or something.
Oh, all right.
Or a key card.
Yeah, the big guy. The big guy that I smashed my knee against, which hurt like hell. I'm gonna check him to see if he has any credentials or if we're gonna need his hand.
Okay. Yeah, you start looking.
That won't be necessary, my friend. I happen to get one on my way in. Hold on the key card.
I dropped the guy on the ground. Fuck, man.
I do appreciate the ingenuity of the endeavor, though.
So, Zephyr, you hit that, you tap it and whatever,
Yep.
and you see it thunk, and the bolt then goes. Kode, just as you drop the body, and Zephyr, describe your actions from here.
Step in. Not really wasting time.
The
even
door.
if that call was, even if that call was just internal, like.
Yep. Okay. You step in. Other people start following. Kode, when you go to drop the body, you take maybe 2 steps away, and all you hear is, choo, choo. And you see large holes in their bodies. Like armor-piercing rounds just took them out.
Combat roll. Fucking nope. Combat roll.
Okay.
I don't do holes. I don't do holes like that. Nah.
So yeah, you do that. You work out the math in your head. Their bodies were prone, and they were shot straight down from above.
Yep.
Okay, you go in, and I'm assuming that Haven is also with you guys. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it through the stream. I can't do it through the stream because I can't see. But I'm gonna go here, assuming that Anon is in there.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, let me see. Alrighty, you guys are now in. I'm not on that map anymore. And you can see the preview of what the stream sees.
Heard.
As the city ends up disappearing behind you. You see, or you can hear a drone, a security drone, moving past underneath. Before the last of you enters into the building, you confirm you're not being followed, and none of the ground units have been alerted. You end up going in. It's quiet. It's deadly quiet. You can hear droids talking here and there, probably some sort of security droid, and you end up going through some hallways and finding your way in. Zephyr, you know your target is up on the 23rd.
I don't know how you two feel about particularly strenuous cardiovascular exercise, but the man we're looking for is on the 23rd floor, by last reckoning. We could take the stairs, but that'll take us longer, but elevators might have cameras or other security systems in place.
The last part of his sentence is coupled with the soft sounds of Kode's footsteps skipping, going up the steps very, very easily. Sometimes hopping the railing to make it shorter.
Okay.
And thus decided.
The dull hum of a corporation's office building surrounds you. It's quiet, unsettling so. You don't hear the usual sirens or what have you of the city life outside. There's no bright flashing lights in here. In fact, life is dull inside. And just like the stairs that you are currently taking from floor to floor, it's only meant to do one thing: lead everyone in it in a single direction as dictated by the corporation itself. You finally make it up to the 23rd floor. Your bodies, your legs, your asses completely taxed. Take it from here. You're standing in front of a door that is, as of yet, unopened, awaiting your response.
Oh, man, that's all. All right.
Do you know what's beyond this door there, Zephyr?
Well, not exactly such. I do know that there is the aforementioned shithead in there.
Killian, when you try pulling it up and seeing beyond, you kind of get some rough schematics that are outdated by a number of years. But if the schematics that you currently have are correct, seeking those records, it looks like that this is going to open up into a hallway that immediately goes straight and left.
Beyond these doors is a hallway. We go straight and left. It's more than likely where your boy is.
All right.
At least according to these schematics, but they're fucking old. So they, there could have been advancements on it, but I doubt they changed the hallway. But obviously there could be some new tech in there. So let's stay frosty.
Yeah, keep an eye out. Does this door have a key card access or anything? Or
It does.
It just a?
It does. You open
I
it
should
up.
try scanning my card on it.
You enter. You open it up. Directly in front of you is a 30-foot hallway. Now, beforehand, it goes off to the left as well. Peeking around the corner, you can see a security guard, just like one of those UCU units down below. Weapons out on both arms, double-barreled on both arms, so fucking deadly. Currently walking away from you, also about 30 feet away. Just again, you're on an L, you're coming in from here. Now, directly ahead of you is a set of glass doors at the end of that hallway, and you can see various people moving around in a laboratory beyond. Zephyr, this was what was described to you. He's in a lab, looking down to left, corridors, office doors, etc.
Without a word, I kind of just point to the glass doors at the end of the hallway.
The fucking Kode kind of edges against the wall and kind of moves very softly and moves in with as much speed as he can towards that direction.
Okay, not a problem. You guys, though the stream won't yet, you guys should have a map coming to you right now. Okay? However, don't move yet. Alrighty.
Okay.
You guys managed to make it down there. Kode, doing anything special once you arrive?
Yep. I am doing an analyze to see for like surveillance, anybody directly noticing us.
Sure.
And yeah, that's all I'm doing.
You got it. So, all right, let's, you know what? Let's go directly into it. Let's see what we have here. So, characters are currently standing on the other side of a glass door looking in. Haven is not currently here, so I'm just going to move her back just a little bit. She's catching up, probably standing back at the intersection just around the corner, making sure that security isn't yet coming back. You guys can see through, directly ahead of you, 2 doors, one on the left, one on the right, and of course, an entire office. You see people moving back and forth every now and then from one terminal to another. People seem very invested in their time and are not moving or are not noticing you at all. Kode, how are you feeling about this whole operation?
I'm actually calm. I'm in my element. I love going places that usually detect things that have electronics and being the only thing that they can never detect.
Is there any roll that you need to make aside from your state?
Yep, and I have it prepared, and that is a total of 12.
Holy shit! All right, you do it. Is there any benefit from getting 10 plus?
No.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, but for the analyze and infiltrate, I don't have to do anything if I get a 12. There's no modification to that.
Yeah, so 12 or higher, unless you...
Oh, that's right. Isn't that something special?
If you get enough improvements, you can advance a basic move, which does then get additional effects on a 12. But until then, it's just treated as a 10 up. So a 10 up on Analyze, you get to ask 3 of the questions off that list.
So go ahead and ask your 3.
Let me sec. Make sure I got the right list set up. Who here is keeping secrets from me?
Oh, fuck. I love this ability. You go in, you start taking a look at all the human interactions, micro-expressions, the way that people are moving, etc. As one individual moves around, going from terminal to terminal, I'll show you on the map. Let me get to where I need to be. You see this one, for example, standing in the hallway, moving from here, from terminal to over here, and then back and forth again. But every time that they do, you see that they turn a little bit, they turn their head to the left, as if to look into the glass walls just beyond. As if someone is there. Now, due to the office lighting, you can't quite see into that area. But it looks like that someone is also watching their performance.
Okay. That kind of answers one of my other questions, but how is my target vulnerable to me?
They don't know that you're there. You can totally sneak in and you'd be okay.
Where's my best way in out, in, or past?
You can see directly opposite you, off in the distance, that there is, in fact, somewhere over here. It's just outside of your view, but you can see hallway lights that continue, indicating that there is a way out over opposite you. But there's also the way that you came in.
Okay. Looking at Anon, completely quiet, I am going to literally map out so he knows exactly where it is, how I'm going to be shooting forward. Because I'm going to be shooting forward, infiltrating through and towards the target.
Having worked with him before, I nod my head, ready my weapon, and make sure I stay a couple paces back so I can cover his 6 as he proceeds forward.
Okay, you got it. Kode?
Yep.
The door is open in, well, you can see it is a key card. Zephyr has a key card if you want to use that.
I'm going to have him come move with me if he can. I'm going to fucking be like, let's go.
Yep.
Okay. Haven is going to come with.
And this is going to be
Now, as you do that,
sorry.
there's somebody like turns around. Whoops. Somebody turns around, looks at you, and is like, excuse me, what are you doing? You see this person come over, and these are just like researchers and what have you. They're kind of like looking at you like, hello?
Hello, how are you? And I'm going to immediately just use I'm going to burn a humanity and parkour right to where I got to go.
Where do you go? Where are you going to go?
I can't see it on the map. I can't find thing on the map, but it's past.
You can't see the map, or
I can't see past the map on my screen. Actually, hold on. Let me go on Twitch. Okay. You said the direct door to my target was directly in front of me.
That is correct, and that door opens up, or is about to open up. It looks like that. The individual in there is now moving forward. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so
I wanted to move it. I didn't want to unless you had something for me, because I'm straight up sprinting, burning my parkour to move.
I got you. So because these
as Cody's doing that, Zephyr is kind of just walking through the area, doing like the calm down hands, going like, "It's all right, folks. We're contractors. We're just here to speak with our boss and kind of give some news on a job that we done did."
So they're very confused, and you can see some of the workers are starting to like sidle up next to each other, because they're not too certain, like, what the fuck is up. And
as they're doing that, can I do a scan to make sure any comms that they may have, I want to attempt to shut them down?
Yeah, in fact, you see no one is reaching for anything. In fact, most of them are looking back in at the guy who's now coming out into the hallway. He's looking at you, and you recognize him.
Is this Dr. Hazer?
You recognize your target? Yes. However, Erin has something to say as Haven.
We recognize him too.
Yeah, you do.
We recognize that's the fucker that was looking at us at the other place.
This is too many words. My body includes motion that also includes both feet towards chest. Like I don't know. Like
I'm striding up to him.
All right, you start striding up to him. Kode, you start coming up to him. He immediately he just looks at you quizzically for a second and reaches over and taps a watch. And all you see is he just fucking disappears from you and appears. Eric, what you see is he stepped into the fucking veil and then stepped out of it over there.
Okay. As soon as he did, a sense of joy comes over me, because I'm like, oh, I'm so glad we talk the same language. And as soon as I say that, I warp my hands like this, and in my vision, it's almost like Inception, because I'm going to make the veil kind of come around like this. And basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use my cyber brain, and in the same manner that I move energies around with there is no spoon, I'm gonna try to actually barge him in so he doesn't move. Basically, I'm trying to get the tiles to kind of ripple up and grab him so he gets held in place almost like quicksand.
Oh shit. Okay. All right, cool. Is there anything that you need to roll in order to do that?
Yes. So
okay.
I still gotta roll my joyful because I am very happy because this is what I do.
Okay. While you're doing that, who else is doing stuff?
I like kind of skid to a stop as where I was going, see where he is, turn and start heading, like running now, not just walking towards him.
Okay.
One hand still on the sword, the other reaching to my holster.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you guys are moving. Haven, what are you guys doing? Feel free. You have to interrupt and
so
spit out what you do.
Just so you know.
You got an 8 on that?
Yes.
Okay. Describe the exact effect that everyone else will see, and then describe what he sees.
Sure thing. So what everybody else sees is the tiles of the floor ripple once again like a shockwave, and as they rise up by his knees, they stop and slowly droop and then are starting to like harden and like quicksand briefly turning into a cement. I'm trying to lock him into place. What he would see is as soon as he enters that digitized plane, my entire body just blast illuminates in this white, and this guy folks face just white illuminates, and the eyebrows kind of furrow, and a smirk comes upon the face. And he sees all the ones and zeros ripple, and then these hexagons begin like encircling him and trapping him into place, and almost trying to like grope at his ankles and like pull him down into place.
Oh fuck. Okay. He's completely confused by this. He's just beginning to digest what the fuck is happening. Zephyr, you just started to move up. Haven?
I'm honestly, as a player, still trying to figure out what's going on here. So I will interrupt when I will interrupt when Haven is going to do something.
I'll tell you. So the workers themselves, like this person and this person, I'm assuming you can see the map. Okay. The workers have, like the researchers, they are afraid of Mr. Teal guy up top, the cyan colored one. Okay, that one. Thank you, Eric. Are you good?
You're welcome.
Okay. And they're just kind of grouping together. They don't know what to do. They're like awaiting for something to occur. This guy came out. Zephyr, meanwhile, had said that this was his target that is in here. Zephyr then led everyone into the office building upstairs, and this is where you are now. Kode rushed forward. This guy blinked out, hopped through the veil, and appeared over there.
Okay. As soon as Haven's going to do something, she's going to do something.
All right. Yet. Sounds good. Okay. He's going... go ahead.
If he looks confused momentarily...
Yeah, he does.
I'm going to draw the revolver from my holster. I'm not going to point it at him. I'm just going to kind of like underhand flick it towards him, like throw it at him. And like following it, step in and kind of quick draw slash at him the same way I did at the...
Wait a second, outside. You're going to take out your fucking gun, you're going to throw your gun at him, and then...
I'm throwing my gun to him, and then I'm going to quick draw my sword at him.
Because you can't attack an unarmed man.
Right, exactly.
Oh my god. So this thing like bounces off of him, and a portion of the handle kind of gets caught in his lab coat. So he's like looking at it, very confused. He like reaches for the gun, he has it. You're now standing directly in front of him.
Yeah, then I'm gonna pull the trigger on the scabbard and take a swing at him.
Okay. Is there anything you need to roll in order to do that?
I'm just gonna roll neutralize.
You got it. Go ahead.
I'm feeling powerful.
Nice.
That would be a 10.
10. Jesus. Describe what happens.
Yeah, so let me just look and make sure I have the right numbers here on a 10 for neutralized.
Cheryl.
So I generate 3 hold and take no harm in the doing. Right. So I am going to inflict harm.
Okay. Just one?
I am going to... so inflict harm with my weapon. My object is 2 harm, hand, quick draw, armor piercing.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But also because of one of the moves of my playbook, one of the parts of my playbook, together we are potent. Whenever I would inflict harm, I may instead inflict an additional +1 harm. If I do, I also increase my object's hunger by 1. So I'm going to do that. This is a 3 harm armor piercing attack.
Okay.
And I will also force a change of location. And for 2 hold, I choose where that is. And that would be on his ass, on the ground.
Okay. So, describe how he manages to land there.
I think it is like... my dog is barking because Gabby got home. I toss the gun to him. He catches it, and I sweep low, like, across his knees.
Mm-hmm.
If 3 harm is enough to amputate a limb, then I think that's why he falls on his ass. If not,
I would say so.
Damage to his...
Yeah,
so
I would say so. You end up swiping. He feels a little bit unsteady. His legs are locked in the tiles of the floor through the veil. You can see that. While you come through and you do that sweep, you see a lot of those tiles just kind of like, as your blade comes through, the tile just simply folds down and allows it through, pops it back up, locking him in place, and the blade moves through the area. He is no reaction immediately. He's very confused about the gun. You see a widening of his eyes. A little bit. His eyebrow or his brow kind of furrows upwards for a second. He's very confused, and then you see him fall backwards. The severed leg still locked in place by the tile.
I gotta flick the blood off the sword and sheath it.
With that, he's very not well. But he manages to, with his other arm, he's like, "Get over here, you idiot!" And the other guy is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." He is going to, come here, you. Thank you. Let's see, you're there. Yeah, this guy now steps behind or steps alongside him. He reaches out and touches him, and you can see anon you see like a shield of something take over this guy. But what's worse is that you see spikes that completely overtake his body, and you see muscles beginning to twitch. And this guy just he like looks at you, and his eyes are now locked on this target. He's going to take a step forward. It looks like he's about to. This one is going to start running away, very confused as to what the fuck is going on.
Who's got spikes?
The guy. The guy next to the doctor.
Oh, the guy next to the doctor?
Yep.
Oh, so not this. And he's looking at. Sorry, Mike. I missed your character's name.
Zephyr.
Zephyr. So, and he's like distracted. Yeah.
Which one?
The spiky guy is distracted.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna come up behind and I'm gonna stab the guy with the particle blade.
Okay. Yeah.
Yay!
Any armor piercing?
No, but it's harm 3 and messy, and it's like a particle blade, so it burns.
Jesus. Okay. As you come forward, you can see whatever it is that the doctor has done to him also did a harm to him. And you can see open wounds and stuff like that. It's like slowly being stitched up by what appear to be nanoparticles. So he's in an injured state already. You do that. You manage to pierce it. You only had this one chance. You manage to take him down. This guy is out.
Oh, I meant the guy, but that's cool. I'll kill him.
Oh, the guy. Oh, and then that would be a slightly
Yeah,
different
no.
result. Okay, hold on. I apologize.
Bring
Well,
it back.
you asked who has the spikes. It's this guy has the spikes.
Yeah. So
That's-
then I asked if he was distracted so that I
Yes.
can come up behind the guy and stab him.
Oh, I misunderstood. I didn't understand who your target was. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah, you do. You drive it right down into him. There's let me see here. He's and you do 3 to him?
Yeah, that's harm 3.
No, he's out. He's out. Just boom. He had not a chance. He's now not moving, but now this guy is going to turn to you, and you see him reach out. He reaches immediately out for your shoulder. You can feel a shock beginning to overtake, and your right arm gets paralyzed just for a quick second as a shock, like some kind of weird electricity ends up going through you. It's not like your typical, like you can feel the electricity. It feels like a complete lack of emotion. It just voids anything that you currently have in you. That sets you up, and you then get some kind of a blast for 1 harm.
Ooh, when I see them doing that to Haven, I look over and I notice, so my eyes would have caught that electric shock, which then generates an idea. I notice next to Zephyr, these items are glowing. I begin manipulating the veil and reality to transfer that energy that's there and attempt to now do that same shocking fashion to the individual who attacked Haven to neutralize them with the veil.
Fuck yeah, do it, dude.
Oh, good.
How you feeling about this?
Oh, this is I'm in my wheelhouse right now, so I'm still feeling the joy in this. I'm finally feeling the comfort in what I do, but don't show it that way. So when I try to do that, that's a 5. So in this particular instance, being that I try to neutralize, I believe there's something that happens to me. No, so on a 7 and 9. No, it's just a fail. Okay.
On a 5?
Yeah, that's it's
Jackal.
Don't forget to mark XP.
Yep, Mark XP. Mike, I was just trying to look because in a neutralize, I see what happens on a 7 and 9. I see what happens on a 10, but nothing on a 5. So do I take any kind of harm or anything because of that?
Generally, yeah, they don't have it listed on the reference sheet, but if you roll a fail on a neutralize, it is essentially in the fight, instead of kicking ass, you kind of got your ass beat.
Word.
So you would take the harm that they would deal to you without dealing any in return.
Okay, so what is the harm that they would do to me?
So when it all depends upon that character. Describe your exact attack, and then I will describe the exact reaction.
Right. So I was trying to transfer the energy from those receptacles or whatever that glowing situation is to our right, their left, and use it as like the shockwave to kind of shoot out using the veil towards that spiked individual.
You got it. So as after shocking Haven, he notices that there's a wave or like a redirection of the energy. It flows like a wave towards him. He then steps out of the way of it and kind of rolls with it, almost like in Aikido, and then turns it around and blasts you with it. You are going to take 1 harm.
I take it right to the chest and get slammed on my back. Oh!
I think seeing them kind of do that action, I'm going to step over Hazer and kind of hold out my hand to them and go, now I only had 1 target here, but if you keep up these inhospitable actions, well, I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
He's like, the 3 researchers behind the scenes are kind of like, and they start moving a little bit. They don't know what the fuck is happening. Any actions that you want to take, physical variety?
I have my just hand hovering over that quick fire lever for the sword.
He's not really going to pay attention to that too much, it seems. He's kind of wanting to do something to you instead.
Right, if I see them make any kind of motion towards me, I'm gonna like quick draw on them.
He's actually kind of like confused because he doesn't understand the hubris. And Haven, you're not picking up on any emotion from this thing whatsoever. Meanwhile, Kode, you ran up to this guy. He blinked out. What are you doing, man?
I missed. It was weird. I'm sick of weird shit happening, but they seem to be busy. I'm actually going to run into the room.
Okay.
I'm going to run into the room. Is that person there?
That person is there and is backs up into the corner, but like with their hands up. Ah!
I would like to.
Do you evoke the cat?
Yes. Apparently I have. But for the individual in the corner, I would like to use the ultimatum skill.
Oh, what do you got? Describe it. Hey, Jackal.
Get me into this system right now.
Turns around and starts punching shit in, but what do you need to roll, if anything?
I just need to roll the 2d6, and if it's higher than
what's your state?
I'm running everything, so it's +2. What did I get? 6? Oh, so I got a 6.
They did touch on a level 1 hype train earlier.
Oh yes, we did.
So I'm gonna use that to make it a 7.
That would
make it a 7.
That might help you out a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll get me right into 7. 7 and 9. They also have these options. They can give you something they think you want.
Was there an emotion attached to this?
Yeah, I was feeling powerful.
Okay, powerful. Thank you. All right. And what does it say for ultimatum? If you get a 7 through 9?
When you say what you want and what you will do if you don't get it, roll. On a 10, they have to choose and carry out the threat or back down and give you what you want. 7 and 9, it gives me these options, and the option I chose was for them to give me something that they think I want.
Yeah, they look at the monitor and they immediately start punching in like a code or something like that. You see just for a brief second the outline of like an 8-bit cat. It just kind of dances across the screen and then it changes over.
Okay.
They like, you're in, and he steps back.
Angel in the sky. I'm gonna use this cord. It's all you. Use my link.
Oh, honey. Let me in. Get your butt over there.
Let me. I gotta guess where I mean. There you go.
Woman is precious.
A little bit over.
And oh no! Oops. Sorry.
Why are you sitting down, love? No, the monitor's over here. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you. Yep, got it. I can't really see it too well on my screen to move it.
Okay.
So I pull up my glasses. I do like the USB pull out of the thing.
What are you doing? Where are the glasses? I can only see if you have your glasses on. Thank you.
Oh, got it.
Right, now look down at the keyboard and type everything I tell you.
Got it.
And she begins delivering some instructions to you.
I'll immediately point to the left. You move, I shoot you with things that you didn't know I could shoot you with.
And they're like it's just standing there completely frozen. They're not moving to your ultimatum. We take our action back over into the center. Anan, how you doing?
He's gonna be kind of staggering his way back up, looking towards this individual who basically gave him that blast. He like sometimes you just gotta do it the old-fashioned way, and just lifts up his gun. He's gonna take a shot. He's pissed.
All right, roll your mad plus whatever you gotta.
Just say them all. That's just a straight roll.
Oh shit, not bad.
There you go.
And what's the number? Say it out loud.
That was a 2 harm.
All right, 2 harm to him.
9. Yep, rolled a 9 for 2 harm.
And immediately this guy unceremoniously drops. I'm going to ask everyone there, roll a state in order to, let's see, hold on. No, you know what? Zephyr would see this. Haven wouldn't. Anon would also see this because you're looking right at him. Just as you brought that gun up and you went and you pulled the trigger, you saw that the goggles themselves kind of like lit up just for a brief second, and he then drops.
The fuck?
All right, Cody. Here's what we've got. This facility has been running comms of an it's a little bit weird. So they run encrypted signals, a little bit difficult than what we typically see. This might be where Dietz has been getting some of his information, because I see tracing that should go back to the pit. It should go back to an old bakery. It should go back to an old storehouse for food. Hell, it even goes back to an old warehouse. Hold on, somebody's signature is on this. Byron something or another? Brian?
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on a minute. Wait, Sherry, what name did you just say?
There's an old Prodigy warehouse.
Oh, God.
Looks like somebody else's
Brian
signature.
Talbot?
That's it. I see it. Hold on. Decrypting. And what the fuck is that? Anon, there's a signal near you that just spiked and then left. It's something... Hold on. Where's Haven? Is Haven there?
Yeah, Haven's right next to me.
I'm right here.
Patching. Okay. This is odd.
These
Y'all good
goggles
up
right
there?
here, they flashed. And
This place.
Anon reaches down and grabs the goggles of the individual who was downed.
Okay, when you go to grab those goggles, you're seeing a little bit of residual energy. It's fading rapidly as you come off of it. Out of the corner, Mike, really quick, is there the equivalent of like a perception?
There is a move for. There's analyze, which kind of like looks at a situation.
Yeah, give me an analyzer. Roll your state.
So I would be. Well,
Jesse
what would you
Winchester,
like-
hello. Cody, go ahead.
Curious speed, Mike. Something like inquisitive.
Inquisitive?
I'd say
Yes.
inquisitive is usually like. I mean, that could be. Hold on, unless it's specifically mentioned.
No, I don't see any in there. I mean,
yeah.
thoughtful is peaceful, skeptical is mad, bewildered is scared. You know,
Because
there's
right
a
now,
lot that could be inquisitive.
Yeah, because I'm trying to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I'm trying to make the connection between Brian Talbot, this, and the words that were given to me by Faustus. So, come again?
I'll say bewildered is probably the closest one.
Yeah, what's bewildered? I'll do that.
Bewildered is under scared.
Scared? Word.
Yep.
So that is dog shit. That's a 3.
Okay. So, it appears that that thing had some kind of a trace that pierced the veil, traveled through the veil and elsewhere, and it has the same kind of signature as his transportation through the veil from one point to another. But that's about it.
Cody?
Yeah.
Do you see this?
And she shoots something up on the monitor, and
Okay.
you can see like the outside camera. You see a couple of more UCU outside that have begun to gather, and now taking a look at the bodies that have been double tapped. They appear to be communicating.
Guys, we got eyes on our targets from earlier. We got to go upstairs and get the fuck out. Hope you guys.
All right, but that file, Brian Talbot, yeah, we need that file. Just
That's what I'm doing.
download the employment records, and then we'll fucking bounce. We just need that. And if there's something about a Mephistopheles or some shit like that, if not, that's cool. But just
Send the
whatever we can
spelling to
grab.
my account. Send the spelling to me. That's the best way to get this done.
All right, Mephistopheles, I'll take care of this.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Sherry.
Yep. All right, this is what, and then
She continues going. You are able to locate the file. As a matter of fact, you can see an entire patient history for Dr. Faustus.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck. It's a patient file. Oh, fuck. Let's get moving. Come on.
Arrow with the bottom bracket. Download. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. You're learning. Good.
Yep. Thank you.
Sometimes you have to double click on things I didn't know about it first.
Oh shit, that's right. Now
You've got-
downloading.
Let's go. Let's go.
right.
These two step back.
Can somebody find another exit out of here that isn't up the stairway while I do this?
Yeah.
I mean, I got a way out, but I think it'll really only work for me.
So, Anon? Haven, go ahead. You were going to say something?
No, I was not.
Okay.
Oh.
Anon, as you are walking forward and you can look straight down through the glass doors,
Yes.
you see one of the workers calmly moving all the way down the hallway. It was this guy you see.
Mm-hmm.
He's now moving all the way down the hallway, walking with the same kind of gait as the doctor. And you see him turn the corner.
Click. Fuck, I think the doctors jumped ship, if you know what I'm saying, Sherry. I try to connect comms so she could see through the cybernetics of my eyes. So and she would just catch like the tail end of that body, turn that corner.
He's slick. Oh, he's good.
He's fucking jumping from body to body.
This is we're not dealing with something normal here. Kode, that should be the last of the file. Eject that drive.
Perfect. Got it.
All right? Book it out of here, guys. I'll catch you on the outside.
Feed your kids real shit. And I'm gonna leave.
I would recommend finding alternative employment. They're not going to believe that you didn't have a part in this, and I apologize for that.
You end up getting, you manage to find your way down the end of the hallway, looking down to the right. And there you can, well, first off, directly ahead of you is the door that you came through. It is still closed exactly as you left it. Off to the right, you can see 3 security, heavily armed, now starting to make their way down. They're only about 40 feet away. What are you guys doing? You're muted.
Opposite direction of where they're going is where I'm going. If they want to follow me, great.
You only have a choice. You have 2 choices. One is the door ahead of you or go back into the lab.
Oh, shit.
The door ahead of you is the same one that you guys came into. Or came out of to get into this floor.
It's the stairwell, right?
Exactly, it's the stairwell.
Stairwell going up.
That one.
Yep.
Stairwell going up.
That one.
You go up? Okay.
Yep.
All right, Kode goes up, Haven goes up.
Yep.
Okay, everyone starts going up. The tension, you can start already feeling it in your heartbeat as you guys start racing up the stairs and everything like that. Meanwhile, Sherry is explaining she doesn't exactly know. She's going to stay offline.
And then I'm going to take a look at exactly who this motherfucker is, because he's messing around with tech I've never seen before, and I want it. I'll be back, guys. You stay here. Stay safe.
She goes. You can
Hey,
hear.
Mom, do me a favor, please. Get me an exit way out. I don't know this part of the fucking grid, so I usually like to know my terrain. If you
All right, let me look at some old.
look at a map.
I had those old schematics. Let me go brush through them real quick. As we're moving, I'm gonna try to look through the old schematics to see if there's any ways that we can get around them.
Absolutely. You can see that there's a fire exit up at the top. However, you also have like another 20 stories ahead of you. Now, you can probably get out at like the level that you're at, so you probably went up by about 3 flights so far. Get out at another level. There is a service elevator in the back. Meanwhile, while you guys are just about to make that decision, you can hear 3 floors down, or excuse me, 3 floors down, doors open. Go, go, go!
All right, we gotta fucking move. Service elevator, this floor, all the way back, fastest route. Fucking move. Go, go, go.
Open the door. Open the door. Let's move. Haven, you're gonna be our eyes right now because I can't see anything because those guys aren't made of real stuff. So.
Okay, I can't see shit either, but let's do it.
Hey, Cowboy, let's go.
Once everybody's through the door, I gotta just like slash at the key, the card reader.
Oh Jesus!
It glitches for a second. Sparks fly out.
And I'm hauling ass with the rest of them.
Okay, the door shuts and you can hear a maglock, like lock it down. You guys end up racing down the hallway. There's Anon, you already have the schematic. You pull it up directly in front of you. You can see a wireframe hallway with a target saying turn right at the end. And when you do, You can see that there's like some maintenance storage areas and what have you. Also, the doors of an elevator directly in front.
Right. Go this way. Come on. And I'm going to lead them through.
Okay.
Towards the elevator.
Yep, you do. You guys end up going, and now you can hear boom, 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 boom. It's stay back, shoot it! And you can hear like a fire. Just the door is now taking fire. They're trying to blast that fucking thing off, and then you hear all of the lights in the hallway go completely out, surrounded by, instead you see red flooding up and down. Now there's a button. You're pressing it. The door hasn't opened up yet. You're trying to get a read on the electronics and the approximate location of where this thing is. Looks like it's still about 6 floors away and slowly making its way to you.
I'm going to turn around. I'm going to then start constructing, and through the veil, I'm looking at the side pieces of the wall, and almost like brick by brick, I'm going to start trying to build a faux wall.
Okay.
Through the veil into the physical reality, in order to hide that route, being, just to see like if I could at least throw them off into thinking for whatever fucking reason that this route has been blocked off.
You got it. Yeah, you start toying around, sending signals out through the various electronics in it.
Hey guys. Hey, Anon. It's Deets.
Deets, is that you?
Yeah, signal's coming through nice and clear. Whatever the fuck you guys just did completely unblocked all of my wires. So, hold on for 1 second. Hold on to your drawers.
You can hear it. You hear a grinding of gears from beyond in the hallway shaft.
They're downstairs waiting for you. They're already in the shaft. 1 second, please.
And then you hear it. You hear wires beginning to snap from above, and then BAM! The whole elevator drops down.
3 of them taken out. Take the hallway down to your left. There you're going to find a new set of stairs going down. Trust me. We're back online.
Word. Let's go, guys. Go, come on.
You end up going?
Trying to rush everybody out.
Yep. Yeah, you guys end up going. Zephyr, are you doing anything in particular, or Cody?
I'm going with them.
Okay.
Cody's taking notes of everything in the building for future reference, just in case we got to do this again.
Fuck yeah, you do. And Haven, just as that cart lands, you felt like anger and suspicion and all sorts of stuff, and then snuffed out. You guys make it down to the hallway and out through another door. You find another flight of stairs. You start making it down. And for a moment, there's a little bit of peace. You guys get down about 19 floors. There's a couple of times there where you actually had to stop and listen to see where they were on the various floors. Anon, conferring with Deets, has managed to get a better layout and schematics. And now you have 2 people out there on the outside because of your endeavors tonight. You guys make it back to HQ safe. Congratulations, guys. You just closed the storyline. Welcome aboard, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
What a squad.
God. Gang shit.
I know.
Gang.
Hey.
Before
Alrighty.
I hopped on, I was trying my cowboy hat on, but Steve told me I couldn't.
No, of course you can. You can wear the cowboy hat. I was just saying
I know, but you didn't want me to give away anything.
Oh, yeah, beforehand. Yeah, because I was like, oh, come on, man, don't do that. Alrighty.
Fit over my headset.
So really quick, before we head into the after party where anyone can leave, let's go over beliefs and anything else that may have been challenged. In the Veil, each of you have emotional reactions to various things, and many of that is fueled by your character's beliefs in certain things. So we're going to go around and I'm going to ask, what belief do you believe had been challenged, tasked, or otherwise, or even perhaps resolved? Let's head over here. Kevin, what does Cody believe?
Skip me.
Skip you. Okay. Haven, what do you got?
I finally have a resolved fucking belief.
All right, what do you got?
Yes. People power is the greatest weapon of resistance, with the introduction of Zephyr, I think was pretty fucking powerful. So I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to resolve that one. I'll put that to bed. Tuck it in, give it a kiss on the forehead.
I think you have that. That is 3 XP to you.
Woohoo. Ooh, I leveled.
Nice. Eric, what do you got, man?
Honestly, mine are pretty generic, but in this particular situation, I don't think any of them were really tested besides, corporals are bad guys, to be honest. So
Well, that is. I mean, it's touched on and confirmed. You'll get a minimum of 1 XP just for that alone. Corporations
so if anything,
absolutely
the
suck.
big corporal should respect the common man's privacy.
Yeah, and there's not the common man's privacy. You know what? I'm going to give you something here. You understand with Kode being able to download everything on Faustus, there is zero respect, and there's no coming back from this. All corporations have more than enough information to fuck you guys sideways to Sunday. So I'm going to consider it oddly resolved. Give you 3. And that's going to be an unshakable knowledge. It's no longer a faith or a belief. You now simply understand it. Zephyr,
awesome.
What do we got, man? What are your beliefs? What are your character's beliefs?
Yeah, so my 3 beliefs are just because we live in an honorless city doesn't mean we can sink to that level.
Okay. That's cool.
Sparking a fire ain't enough. We need to stick around and see the city burn. And threats are pointless. Take action or don't.
Fuck, man, that was awesome.
Damn.
I would say pretty much. I know that you touched on something when you threw the goddamn gun at him.
I was gonna say I believe my just because we live in an honorless city doesn't mean we can sink to that level. Got me in trouble because I did arm an opponent and I believe left my gun behind.
Oh, you did. That's right.
I forgot to pick it up. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. Unfortunately. But your honor has been resolved, so yeah, that has been touched on. You're going to get an XP for that. The other one, what was your third one?
Threats are pointless. Take action or don't.
You moved as soon as you got in there. I'm going to say that one was tested and tested as well, so you get a total of 2 XP.
I level up because you told me the 3 XP I got from my beliefs at the end of the last one carried over to this character.
Yes, it did. Exactly. All righty. Kode, what does Kode have going on?
The one that I think was challenged, not necessarily resolved, I believe, is the synthesis of human and machine is something to absolutely fear. Yeah, I was expecting to knock a dude out, and I hit nothing but steel, and I was like, well, I made a mistake. I should be terrified right now.
So I'll give you an XP for that because, yeah, you're right. It's absolutely should be feared. However, I'm going to also challenge that belief. Shari stepped right up to you and all you saw was machine. And yes, she's been on your side the entire time.
Fair.
So we're going to leave that in an unsure state. It has both been confirmed. You can fear it. But is it really so bad?
Yeah.
All right. So because of that, because of that nice little thing, I'm going to give you 2 XP in hopes that you'll be able to choose a path that's going to choose a side or really, in other words, not just be complacent in it, but I can kind of see that enough information has come out to Kode, and this is totally your choice. But might I suggest he really wants to dig into it and seek out the morals of people that have completely given themselves over to augmentations. Alrighty, guys, you have your experience points, and we will see you next week. We're going to raid, but first we're going to do the after party. And if anyone here needs to go for the night, of course, players, thank you so much for again letting me GM. You always pleasurable, Mike. I absolutely fucking love your character. God damn.
I am so excited to be playing this cool samurai character.
All right, let's go into the after party. Let me just fade over to that really quick. Hold on. I don't know what the hell happened. There we go. Okay. This is, yeah. Have a great one, Mike. I'll see you later, buddy. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. All right. Manda, you're going to be stepping in. Oh, okay. It's the two of you. Hold on for a second. Let me. Okay. Let me deactivate that so that I can come back over here. Let me do my thing. And am I here? There I am. Yeah, alrighty. What's up, guys? Alrighty. So for those of you, I'm going to open up Discord and get the after party channel going. If you happen to be a Patreon member, you have the ability to also talk with us in the chat. Oh dear God, what the fuck is going on here? There we go. You also have the ability to talk with us in the after party channel. So feel free to join us over there. I see Alex Vixen has already started discussing some stuff. Let me get the after party going. Eric, there, a lot happened tonight. I'm kind of curious. Where is he going with this? Some weirdness occurred. Right. Oof. Yeah. It's yeah, seeing somebody be able to upload their identity up to the veil and then be able to just transfer that identity over to something or someone else and then completely take over. That's got to be jarring, particularly because, I mean, it's kind of good. Faustus was able to do it with Hacksaw exactly like you said. This guy, how many others can actually do this, and how do you shut down such a thing? Because all they have to do is just, they can spread themselves, exactly. They can spread themselves out like a virus. So Kode also saw this, though. Where are you going with that? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's it's pretty bad. By the way, Eric, I noticed that you are in the after party stage. You may end up hearing some kind of an echo. Do you? You did. Okay, cool. Yeah, so what I figured out is that we don't need to talk on the stage. I simply have your audio from Twitch or from Zoom going directly into my feed into the after party in this way. And now you can be anywhere. But it also allows people like Lonely Tortoise, if they have a mic, you don't have to take it. You can deny the request. But if Jeff wants to join us, then he can. Zool, yeah, man. I know, fucking 20 subs early on and then a whole bunch of, oh my God. I do want to address something that we very rarely touch on and absolutely should at all times, and that is the chat's contribution. Tonight we did have a +1 hype train, which was absolutely amazing, and it was my negligence. I forgot to tell you guys that. I was kind of wrapped up in everything that was going on. But also Alex with the double tap to each of the guards and completely laying them out. I love it when y'all... Yeah, seriously, I love that kind of stuff when you guys actually take part in the telling of the story. That is so fucking hot. Zephyr, let's talk about this guy. So, new guy comes in, ends up joining this squad. When we have a loss like this, such as in Dr. Faustus, what kind of person does Zephyr come across as in order to be able to trust him? What about him allows you to trust? Yeah. 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 Yeah, we don't know yet. Jeff, what's up? Jeff. Jeff? Jeff, if you can hear us on Twitch, mute Twitch because you're on the after party and there's like a 7-second delay. I mean, we're not going to wait 7 seconds, but as soon as you hear it, let me know. Yeah, there we go. Lonely. Yeah, Lonely Tortoise. Yeah, don't listen to Twitch. Only listen to Discord if you happen to be in on the after party stage. So, okay, cool. Thoughts on tonight? And holy shit, thank you so much for the 20 gift subs. Jesus Christ, that is fucking amazing. Oh yeah, it's high noon. Cool, man. I'm happy. Yeah, if you have any specific questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. Of course, if anybody else has any questions whatsoever, if you happen to be watching or whatever, you can type it into Twitch chat. You can type it into Discord down below. which is going to be our spoiler chat channel over there. Either way, where is Kode going? Now, we talked about the beliefs and his absolute lack of really his refusal to get any kind of cyber enhancements. He's quite happy with this, and he, in a way, Kode is wrapped in this wonderful safety blanket of ignorance. But we're beginning to learn some things. Does Kode ever feel that ignorance works against him? I'm gonna go look for a USB cord. Mm. Yeah, but is that going to cause him to change? I mean, ultimately, so. For example, I mean, we take a look at Eric here, and he's playing a really teched out character, right? He got Chrome. He fucking loves the Veil. It's the exact opposite of Kode. So, you know what? Before I ask you that, how does Killian, aka Anon, deal or rationalize the existence of people like Kode? Okay.
That screen and just do a screenshot of what you're visually seeing, you're going to be in and out that much faster. So while he knows the benefits of everything that he's trying to do with it, he still sees the being off the grid in a world like this is probably one of the most powerful things you can have.
Wow.
And the fact that most people don't, that's something to be like treasured and cared for. So it was almost a little sad for Anon, believe it or not, to see Mama V go through what she had to.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those, like, so Anon is a street guy. He's actually a thug. And it's very much, I do what I had to do to survive, so you don't have to go through the shit that I went through. So he goes through all the cybernetics. He's a cyber junkie, and actually on his sheet, he's scarred. He has an addiction that I haven't even really like started going too deep into yet. You know what I mean? To like neuralizers that help him get over the pains of a lot of the chrome that he gets put into his body. So he's in like chronic pain with everything that he's going through. So to see that like the people who have that old world lifestyle like Kode and Malavé had to succumb. You know what I mean? Like she didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
it was an illusion.
Yeah, Kode has a choice, and Kode has chosen not to become a part of this society that you are a part of. Does that influence your view of him as a contributing member to society, or?
No, I think a non views it as a necessary evil.
Okay.
Like there's going to be people like him, and he respects that. And while he thinks like he could benefit for them, it's like, you know what, respect.
Okay,
because you didn't go down this route. And while you would probably, like, especially him, like, fuck, you know how much faster you jump up the scale that parkour this shit if you would have had some cybernetics in your joints. But you know what, the fact that you don't need it and you're still doing it more effectively, there's something to be said for human willpower.
Kode has been the one that repeatedly parkours from place to place, goes up on rooftops, and keeps eyes on the team. Does he find purpose? One of his purposes being essentially a guardian in that case.
Heavily being like a guardian, like a scout type, but more so his whole being is that being an owned, being completely unaugmented whatsoever, he is technically feels as though he's invisible to the rest of society.
Oof, yeah.
And he utilizes that for the benefit of his team, of the rest of the
It's a good thing. I think it's a damn good thing. And considering that he's just constantly proven himself useful here and there and everywhere, it's something I get concerned because I see your character sometimes holding back.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the action is moving forward and Kode is unable to. Is that a character choice?
No, that's intentional.
Okay.
Because much like everybody else who has augments and can get everything done, injury is actually a huge fear of Kode's because how do they fix people in this society?
Yep.
Oh, they throw in a synthetic muscle tissue. They will attach a hydraulic at the base of the knee if you lost your knee.
Yeah.
Like these are all things that he absolutely does not want at all.
Okay.
So his precaution is that's his precaution to avoid that.
Wow. To answer Alex's question in Twitch, which you've already answered. Yes, Alex, when you said that your character Fenra in the chat did a double tap on the two guards, make sure they stay down. The way that it played out is when Zephyr moved into the building, Kode had one of them in hand and was looking for a key card. Zephyr then tapped his own key card. The door opened up. Kode then dropped the body, and everyone started walking away. Kode was no more than 2 steps away from either of those guards, and there was in both of them, and bullets like holes in their armor-piercing bullets from above somewhere, completely neutralized those 2 guards. So yes, that was your character, Fenra. High Shelf Collective, thank you so much for the follow. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you're joining us from earlier and you got to see some of the stuff and maybe that's why you followed. But either way, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Eastern North America time, so New York time. You'll find us over here doing this. Guys, I want to turn this over to the chat in Twitch or what have you. We are playing Powered by the Apocalypse, a supplement called The Veil. The typical Powered by the Apocalypse stuff is replaced by emotions. And so I'm going to ask the players something about emotions, the game system, and how their characters work through things. Do you find that the system's constant request of emotional states, as opposed to ability scores or something like that, lends to more of the story? And do you find, it's been kind of answered in the past as yes, but do you find that it also steers you in the direction of exploring emotions deeper for your character?
I'm gonna jump up here, Eric, and say that it's definitely the latter. I mean, in tabletop gaming as a whole, you generally don't think about the mindset of the character. You're more so trying to make the DM's job easy if you're one of those players where you're thinking about what moves can I have, what skills do I own,
Yeah.
so that I can use them to benefit the team and move on. Empowered by the apocalypse in the Veil, I found myself thinking, oh man, am I frustrated with the situation? Will that help? And would it be a detriment? And it allows for that range, that threshold of storytelling that will make or break your interaction with the setting.
Okay. All right. Eric?
So it helps. It definitely helps, and I'll say for this reason. So, like my personal DMing style, when I run my campaigns, there's a lot of things that the dungeon master can control, and that's pretty much everything. That's 99% of the things in the world. So, one of my favorite questions that I learned to ask my players early on from one of my original dungeon masters is, how are you feeling right now? Because that's one thing that you as a DM, you could put this scariest shit out there, and if somebody's like, my character's good. Or you could do something that you think is so insignificant and be like, oh my God, my character's terrified of this. I'm claustrophobic, I have arachnophobia, blah, blah, blah. So we, as DMs, you can't dictate the feeling of the players, no matter how much you try to put the world around them.
And this system is essentially doing what you do natively in 5e games.
Correct. It's just built right into the system. It's forcing you to ask the question all the time. How are you feeling in this moment? How are you feeling? Which is great because you could have different effects. So if I'm going to manipulate the veil, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, but what mental state are you in when you're manipulating the veil? You're not sure. If I'm good, I'm joyful because I'm at home. I'm in my zone right now. This is what I do. But then as soon as I took that fucking zap, it's like, now I'm pissed. Yeah. And now I'm scared.
I saw the change.
And it changes you as a player, and then it changes the role. You know what I mean? Because even on a modifier, you go from like a +2 to a 0. So it's cool the way that it integrates it. You know what I mean? Because it also, I like being challenged as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why even when Jeff threw out that fry the circuits, I was like, okay, if it doesn't get addressed, I was just going to take an L. I was just going to actually go tuck, roll, shoot, and then my gun fucked up or cybernetic because it's a great storytelling moment to fail. The biggest stories are told when we get to fail. So now that we get to fail through emotion, that's like a whole nother acting level.
It is huge.
Ending with a literal game.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge. The challenge I have in this game we call them MCs or Master of Ceremonies or GMs, DMs, whatever you want to call it. As a storyteller here, actually no, I'm not even a storyteller. This is I convey however the world responds. The challenge that I have in this particular system is I don't get to roll dice. I don't get to roll any damn dice. I don't get to roll. Oh my God. The High Shelf Collective is now rated with a party of 16. So, come on in. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. We are playing Powered by the Apocalypse. The supplement is The Veil, which is all, as opposed to your typical stats. If somebody can give a shout-out to High Shelf, if you don't mind, please. As opposed to your typical stats, your physical stats, your mental stats, or charisma, or what have you, it's all emotion. Everything is emotion. And that means that for you to shoot a gun, why are you shooting that gun? And that emotion is then going to be the stat that you use. And that could be wildly different, allowing characters to not repeat the same thing over and over and over again. They could be completely different. Everyone, hey ho, gotta give. Oh, dude. Oh, hold up. Wait a second. Let's get do we have a shout out? I think it's just SO. It's my stream. You would figure I would know this shit. High Shelf Collective. What do we got? There we go. Awesome. In tabletop RPGs, what were you playing? Like Cyberpunk Red, or were you playing the Val by any chance?
Shadowrun.
Shadowrun? Oh, that's right. That's weird. Shadowrun is different, though. Shadowrun is like fantasy in.
It's a combination of the two.
Yeah.
It's like D&D in the future.
Mhm.
It is. It is. And in a way, of like, I kind of miss that kind of stuff. But I think so. A little background story for anybody that's just coming to join us. The Evandale thing, the whole channel name, is the name of a tabletop roleplay setting. It's multi-age. So, and with that, multi-genre, and Cyberpunk happens to be one of them. I've never run a Cyberpunk game, and but now I'm starting to get the feel for it, and the players aren't complaining yet. So hopefully, hopefully that's good. The thing I'm really enjoying about the entire Cyberpunk genre, though, is the utter hopelessness that does come with a character because of the oppressive nature of the corporate structure. The government is just basically fucking useless. Corporations are running everything. And in the world of Evandale, it gets a little bit worse because we have that added layer of a mega corp called Syndicate, of which everything else is just simply a part. So it is a little bit multi-layered. But the question I have for the players is the intimacy of being in this mega city still there for you? Or does the megacity, and what is that? What kind of character does Killian City, aka Kill City, represent to your characters?
Take it away, Eric.
So, what kind of character is this city? How does
what is the personality of Kill City to you?
So, the personality of Kill City, oppressive, very, very oppressive, and as a character, as an actor, that's a very interesting scenario to be put in, because when you play your standard high fantasy games or any other genre, really, there's like that epic tale of these heroes, and it's like, no, we're all coming from the dirt. This is what we've grown to accept. Like when there was the UCU on that kid who stole the item, whatever they did. You know what I mean? And they were shot down in front of us. It was great because, and this is a shout out to you, Steve, and your storytelling. It was right after a joke that we laid out, like not 5 seconds prior, that just was right in the moment. And we just laughing the way that we do. And as we got going, I was like, oh, and by the way, remember where you are. And it was like, oh, fuck. Right. And it literally, like, we were all, in the words of Adams, we were all like, heard. Yep. Got it. Like I remember now. And the city as a character is constantly reminding us that. And what I love as well, and this is like goes with Cyberpunk, but especially Killian City, is neons are just an illusion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And what I mean by that is the buildings are enormous. They're oppressive. They're lurking over you. The natural sky is blocked out by artificial light. Nothing that you're seeing is ever real. You are being clouded by just bullshit 24/7 running through your head, while they're either literally through your heads up displays or physically, like you were describing, with 50-foot
it was a 50-story tall billboard that shined yeah
like that is such amazing imagery to remind you that everything is just, you were just so insignificant. You're nothing. You're like the puddle of acid rain on the ground. Like we're just all salt of the earth, just doing what we have to do. It's that old school rat race,
So then here's a question I have for Kevin. By contrast, you're a character not really tied into the Veil, which is this world's it's what happens when alternate reality kind of takes a life of its own. That's called the Veil. And in this case, Kevin's character does not have a lot of cybernetics at all. In fact, he's like a purist or what have you. Kevin, when it comes down to Kill City and how everything is so intertwined, the corporations control every single facet of existence, where does your character fit in it? How outside are they? Or do they find themselves weaving in and around the constant ponderous feet of the gigantic elephant that the city is, like they were a mouse and it just never notices you?
I feel as if Kode, specifically from the perspective of Kode, feels as though he is probably the only one amongst other owned who see the truth of the world around them. Because everybody has their cyber eyes, they're getting all the augmented reality, they have all the ads and everything. Kode feels like he can do this.
Yeah, just take the shit off.
He can take it off, and there's nothing anyone can do to change his actual perspective. I mean, you take acid, actually chemicals, and blind him or something. But what I'm saying is, like, he can walk up to the place that he works. Yep. And like they're augments that make things have like a lively feel. It has special a coding. It gives like advertisements in the bar as you have your drink down. He looks up, it's just a piece of glass with some smudges on it, and everybody thinks that something else is going on. He sees the truth of the situation, and that gives him power because the corporations will never blind him.
No, this is true. This is he's immune to them, so he can walk around them. Just want to address some of the comments that have been made in the chat by our new friend here, High Shelf. So I want to know like what system is preferred or what have you. This is Kevin is LARP Genie on Twitch. Do me a favor, the quality streamer down here. Go follow. The guy is absolutely fucking amazing. And are you planning on streaming a little bit more?
I'm gonna do my best. I have to redo my whole UI because of computer errors, but I'm getting back on there. I'll be streaming Cyberpunk 2077, Valheim, Magic the Gathering Arena. I got a list of stuff that I play on the regular, and I'll gladly share whenever I do.
Fuck yeah, awesome. Also, be sure to follow this guy, the Mr. Malavé, Malvale. No, Malave. Hey, Eric, how the
Malave. Yeah, all the letters. They were just
they were just not. Hold on, let me just do this.
I would. You know what? Hey, Eric. I'm having trouble figuring out how to spell the URL for your Twitch stream.
Yeah, I just did it.
Chat?
I had to make up for it.
Look at that. Fantastic. I'm so glad that it is available for anyone to click on and follow you.
Oh, God. Absolutely. I deserve this roast. I deserve this. Wow. Alrighty. I suck hardcore. I was trying to be so fucking helpful, too. I was so eager. I completely screwed it up. Potato, thank you so much for following. We really appreciate that. So yeah, these guys are Eric is a constant a consummate entertainer. If you happen to like a custom well, Eric, you tell him.
Yeah, so one of my main focuses right now is I'm on a private roleplay Grand Theft Auto 5 server, so that's super fun. I get to voice act an amazing character called Mr. Darnell Jones, our 73-year-old retired pimp, now turned gang leader. So
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a really fun character that I play. There's also going to be a bunch of like TTRPG stuff that I'm going to be doing. But yeah, so the main bag that I've been doing right now is doing my GTA 5 RP on the PC. That's where I've met such amazing people like Mr. Lonely Tortoise.
Yes, yeah. Lonely Tortoise is one of our Patreon followers. Just absolutely fucking amazing. Comes in here and just like drops bits like and just subs like it's just fucking raining.
I gotta keep up with Zen.
Yeah. Zen, another one that you can catch on there.
Yeah,
too.
Zen Ventus, absolutely. But the just for the moment though, High Shelf Collective is saying that they are in book 3 of Cyberpunk Red Anthology series, and they just started it, which is fucking amazing. They're also messing around with the Expanse right now. If you guys don't know the Expanse, it's produced by Green Ronin. It's part of their Modern Age rule set, and it's pretty dope. Go check it out. I don't know it too much. I don't know it too well, but I'm imagining a High Shelf is on your. If you're still here. Are you still here? I can't tell. If you are still here, are you currently are you playing that game in some kind of live stream? Zen responding in the chat, by the way. Alrighty, I have no other questions or anything like that. Do you guys? Because this was so much fun for me. The energy was constantly high. You guys at boom. for you as players, I try to introduce a little bit of combat, a little bit of roleplay, and some investigation stuff like that. That formula seems to work. I imagine that we should keep that. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Hands down.
All right. Cool.
I got something for you, Steve.
What's up?
You said the last 2 sessions that you wanted to integrate us players actually doing a good portion of the storytelling. And we're going to have the baseline of the setting. You are the world. You are describing the world around us as we take out the viewers as well as you on the journey that we're going through. And that has been very successful. Like I'm having a great time. I can't speak for Eric or anybody else who's not here right now, but I'm having a great time. My question is that beneficial for you? Is that shift at all beneficial for you?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. I'm beginning to read. There's a vibe at this table which is just beginning to be understood by me. We had it in our 5e campaign, Untimely Heroes, the one before this, and we were developing it. Now we're old friends, but we haven't really gamed together on this level before, let alone weekly. So I kind of started understanding what the table was going to be like. In this, it's really only recent that I understood what my role is. Sure, the game runner, whatever, anybody can do that. That's cool. But the description of the world, of course, that's my job. That's always the job. But you also allow me to advance the scene. And I want to talk about that just for a second. You guys have an amazing ability to fill a vacuum with quality. You can be role-playing all through something, talking about fucking eating hot dogs in a sewer at a place that you guys have been tracking down now for 8 goddamn episodes, and you haven't been able to find it until tonight. And you wanted to continue talking about that, and that was just absolutely awesome. But when I said, okay, we're now going to a small drone, then comes up. These types of transitions comes directly from Mike, who had done it in some of his games that we've been on another channel that we have, Ant Got Crit. And his description of how transitions work was amazing. So taking that cue, a drone flies off, its camera loses focus on the scene, and here we see the last thing that we see is like the 3 glasses of the sinners being raised up to their fallen comrade. But now the drone now sees other things, and I'm able to use that. That comes from Mike. You guys then go along with that, and you go for that ride, and you trust that. That is such an honor. That's a high fucking honor. So do I enjoy what's happening? Yeah. I don't have to push. I don't have to do anything. I get to just kick back and I get to watch very emotional, visceral scenes that you guys are laying out. And that's I get to play again. I'm a forever DM. I've been DMing since 1982. I'm okay if I don't do it again. And in this game, I don't have to. You know what my concentration is? Is the stream running? That's the only thing I worry about now, which is fucking awesome. So yeah, I love it.
If I can say something as well.
Yeah.
I want to bring back, because you kind of barely touched and then got distracted by other things that were going on.
I do that.
And about how you're a little bit sad that you don't have dice.
Yeah.
But in combination to that, though, I feel like that also gives you the freedom of not having to look to those to elevate their RP scenarios.
Is that what you're seeing, or
more?
Is that what you're seeing in practice, or is that what you're hoping for?
No, that's what I'm seeing. It's doing that, and yes, I know I love making clicky clackies do things, right?
Yeah.
But I think you not having to worry about that, and anything you want to happen just happens, both gives them more fuel to RP off of, but also when they're in those stressful RP situations, it pushes it up to another level in which I haven't seen before.
That's a high compliment. So this is, I want to address that really quick. Okay. When you play D&D or you play Pathfinder, it's Jody B. Hi. when you play clacky games or crunchy games, I have had this propensity to, okay, so this is the way that things are going to run because this is what I designed. Not so much in the whole railroad thing, like you will go from point A to point B, but more in that here are the scenarios that I've created and ones that you kind of bit into as plot hooks, and then we go from there. So here's how the whole lab scene was going to work. In my head, the doctor was going to come out, and he was going to realize he's in deep shit, and he's going to go into one of the cold rooms, lock himself in there. And then the characters would have to corner him, and then they would have to interrogate and get information that way. That's not what happened. When Kode said, yeah, I'm just going to run straight up, and I was like, fuck, I need to make this shit up. And I wanted him to, initially, he was going to be a patsy. And the actions of the players allowed that NPC to become the BBEG. I didn't need to go another level up. It didn't need to be any more epic than that. And it was already epic because of the actions of the players. So yeah, you're right. If I had rolled and relied upon skills on a sheet or something along those lines, it never would have worked out the way that it did tonight. And it ended up introducing a level of mystery that I wasn't expecting. But again, kudos to the players. They go with it and they fucking feed off of it. And I love Eric. Like, dude, when you start responding to shit and I see the frustration coming across your face, my boy over here is one of the most passionate players you will come across. I've had the pleasure of having him in a LARP that I ran for a while, and watching him be fully invested for 38 hours straight. I'm not even sure if you ever slept, but just seeing him constantly invested, it's fucking impressive. And he brings that same energy here. Kevin is no exception. Everyone at the table is fucking awesome. So yeah, Jeff, who was talking, for those of you out there, Lonely Tortoise, it's impressive. I never knew that until you actually pointed it out. That, yeah, it does give me freedom. I don't know what to do with that freedom sometimes. That's a weird thing.
Speaking about the freedom of this game and the way in which, the rule set doesn't really have you rolling dice and things like that, Steve. Kind of piggybacking on that. What did you say? We were 8 sessions in?
Yeah, this is session 8.
I'm fucking 8 sessions years old when I realized that there is a page to look at in the rule book for like analyze, and hold and neutralize. Like, I thought you guys were fucking. I mean, y'all are amazing, by the way, but I thought you guys were like exceptionally amazing and coming up with all these like dope ass things. And I'm like, fuck, man, my book don't got shit. And as far as that's concerned, and then I try to look up, I forget what fucking word I was trying to look up in my playbook, and I'm like, oh, we all can do that. We just have to flavor it to our character.
It's you're right, dude. I mean, it's like,
I never knew that, because I was really just sticking with like, okay, like I have a skill that says there is no spoon and I can manipulate energy, and then like I was like, but how the fuck? And then it was literally today during that fight where I just scrolled down like further, and I was like, oh, there's like a whole section, and like you could hold and forward and do all this kind of stuff. So
Still learning.
Yeah, so with that, it's like, we're so vested, chat and in the role play.
Like rules. Fuck the rules.
The rules. Like, what are rules? Like, we're in the story. Like, I mean, Steve touched on it. Thank you very much for the compliment, by the way. But I'm a very method person when I act, like, especially in my LARPs. So especially when I do my tabletop, I always say, Eric has no bearing on what my characters do. My characters do what my characters do in the moment. And there's been times that I even know, like, even Steve's like, fuck, like, that's really the choice. Like, like this is where we're going. I'm like, I didn't choose it. It was the character. Like, this, I'm just being true. And I think we've all done that, either through the DMing or through, Adams with the storytelling, and the acting, in the moment. Like, this form of role play, and more specifically though, I have to honestly say, it's this table. is what
It's
gives
fucking-
us
it's legit,
the
man.
freedom
It's-
to do that. Like like you were saying with the hot dog, like we fucking yes and everything. Like Lonely gave subs and then we brought the Lonely Tortoise app in. Like then also you brought up House and we're talking about hot dogs, and we all slowly began regressing back to our Philly roots, and we're all now
And
we're
keep
all
in
now
mind
ordering
something.
a cheesesteak.
Keep something, bruh. And don't forget, Zen Corp is still the most evil of the corporations, and we got that from
100%.
Zenventus. So yeah, it's the notion that I think in this game more than any other campaign that's been streaming here, the chat has been so wonderfully and deliciously contributory. You guys, every now and then, you start tossing stuff out there. Alex in particular. By the way, I do not want to let this go by unnoticed. It's Jody B in the chat had said, and has been with us now for quite some time, saying, I've thoroughly been enjoying this story, always excited for Wednesday. It's Jody B. I love that you're having a great time. Thank you for hanging out. It's really, really cool. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. In fact, do we have a shout out for It's Jody B? Really would appreciate that. I don't know if Jody B has been Hollow Knight. Oh, cool. Cool. So yeah, thank you. Thanks, Eric, for the shout out. That's the cat. Okay, we got to do something with this. So if you guys don't know, the Legend of the Cat started off in the last campaign called Untimely Heroes. The cat started off where, as a matter of fact, it was Kevin. Yeah, it's that cat right there. Almost, kind of, sort of. Kevin's character came in. Untimely Heroes was a D&D 5e game, but it was multi-age. The characters were kind of time travelers, but not really. But they all came from different places only to find themselves all in the same place eventually. When Kevin's character first came into the campaign, he showed up on the shores of a river just outside of the city. And just outside the city wall, like literally was leaning up against the wall. And there was a cat there walking up to him. And you got it? Okay. It was walking up to him, and then the cat's mouth just went like that, and just like fucking barked at him in some sort of a weird demonic voice. No one ever really found out exactly what the cat does. So if you see it in the chat saying, what does the cat mean? The cat is the true overlord. That's what that is. You guys are all now brought in on the lore. And if you guys, kitty! And if you guys want to contribute to ongoing stories or the lore of Evandale or anything like that, please do. That's what this is. This is meant to be an interactive stream. So, yeah. Having said that, I'm going to promote. May 2nd on Steam, the video game that I voiced called Showgunners is finally coming out. You can check that out. It's on a wish list right now, and you can even download the demo. There's also a preview going out there. Check out my other stream, Steve Krause VO, for some live gameplay. I just got in contact with the other voice actors from the game, and I'm going to convince them. I know some also have a Twitch channel, but chances are we're all going to be playing the game at the same time at some point. So that'd be pretty cool. Alex has an idea for a kitty for the game. Still formulating it. God damn it. It was like a teaser. Alrighty. I don't have anything else.
That's it for me.
That's it, Kip? All right.
Yep.
Guys, let us pay back. We have like 18 people here or so. Let us see if we can find someone out there who's just absolutely fucking amazing, like everyone here. And I'm looking for a browser window. I don't have a browser window. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see who's out there. Feel free in the chat if there is somebody that you feel that we should raid. I would absolutely love to. So please, if there's any Cyberpunk, anybody that came in with High Shelf's crew. Feel free to suggest a Cyberpunk game. You guys, chances are, would know better than I. Let's see. You wish you glitched the dock as they started burning the body. Did you send out a glitch? I'm curious if you sent out a glitch. Alex is saying the idea is based on a Decker that you played in Shadowrun called Cat Dancing. Her cat is the cat is her Veil avatar. Oh, that's actually kind of fucking cool. Crazy to see as the arm just reaches out of the fire. What? Oh God. I wish I glitched the dock as they started burning the body. The arm reached out. Oh God. That That would have been just fucking like, no. Like a
crazy
T
arm, like the Terminator, and his arm going down.
No head, no free hands at the time. All righty.
Hey, LARP Genie's got to go like right now.
All right, bro. I'll see you later. Have a great night, Kev. I'll see you around, man. Yeah, Eric, if you got to split, go ahead. I'm going to raid somebody. Do we have anybody here that we can raid? Oh, it's just me. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Alrighty, let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Nominations, again, please do. Help make my job easy, because I want to find people of quality, but I don't know everyone on Twitch. And I'm getting lost in shit here. There we go. Let me put this over here and do this. Alrighty. You know what? Let's see. Is anyone in Cyberpunk? I mean, it's more of a video game, but let's see who we have. There's 9. I'm looking for... Oh, here's some inclusive communities. This is pretty cool. Alrighty. Well, screw it. You got hotties in your area want a cyberpunk dystopia. Hold on. Let me check this out for a second. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so they're currently in commercial. We will raid as soon as the commercial is done. But in the meantime... So it's this, just on a personal note, while I'm vamping while the commercials run. On a personal note, I've already said 1,000 times on this stream that this table is absolutely amazing. But you guys out there in chat are fucking incredible. So please, 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 if you're here, if you feel comfortable with it, you are absolutely more than welcome to contribute to the story. You don't have to spend bits. You don't have to do any of that kind of stuff. If you want an NPC to whisper something to them, some piece of lore that the players are missing via their characters, feel free to toss it out there and see what you got. Lonely Tourist also posted some art that you can. Ooh, in Discord you posted it. I'm assuming you posted in Discord. So the Discord community, feel free to come in on that too, because the community is incredibly welcoming. There's no cliques or anything like that. It's very inclusive. Neurodivergency, LGBTQIA+, anybody, there's no such thing as somebody not welcome, unless of course they're just being outright assholes. That's simply not put up with, and they get banned like that. So it's an awesome community. Awesome. And they share art that they create, so it's fucking really, really cool. All right, we are going to go over to Cuddle Some Kraken. This is, let me send this over here. Have a fantastic night, all. The credits are going to roll right as the raid gets started. And boom, 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 boom. And there we go. Okay, cool. Raid is starting to go. We're going to send you over to Cuddle Some Kraken, who's currently playing Cyberpunk at 2077. And it's autistic DHD as well. So completely inclusive, and that's what we're all about here. So we will see you guys later. Have a fantastic evening. Thanks for hanging out, and as always, stay adorable. I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.